ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 Hari Om friends, today being Shri Geetha Jayanti, today we'll have Bhagavatam class for some time. Then we will have Geetha Puja, just chanting our Stottaram. Then essence of Geetha for some time. Then we will chant 3 or 4 chapters, followed by our Ramayana class for short time. So let this time, whatever we have to spend, couple of hours, with full dedication, devotion, as our tapasya, as an offering to God, our own Adhyatmika sadhana. Let us try to do every aspect with total dedicated involvement. Om Sachidanandaropaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatre Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukhadamritadrava samyutam Vivata Bhagavatam rasamalayam Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha Narayanam namaskritya naranchaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam ततो जयमुदीरयेद ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं ॐ समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो त्रयादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादवतारेभ्यो आदित्यानवग्रदेवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः आदिशङ्कराचार्य हद्गुरुभ्यो नमः मातापितृ देवताभ्यो नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः ॐ श्रीकृष्णस्य परमात्मनः परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः गुरुतत्त्वस्य गुरुपरम्परायाः ऋषिपरम्परायाः अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त शास्त्रोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अवाप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थं समस्तसाधकभक्तसेवक धर्मरक्षकाणां विघ्ननिवारणशक्तिप्राप्तिसम्पदा साधनाप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवतमहापुराणशास्त्रस्य नवमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादशस्कन्धस्य पारायणमध्ययनं तदनन्तरं गीताजयन्ती सन्दर्भे गीतामाधव पूजा गीतामहिमायाः विश्लेषणं गीता अध्यायानां पारायणं तदनन्तरं श्रीमद् रामायणशास्त्रस्य अध्ययनम् अध्यात्मरामायणशास्त्रस्य वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणं yesterday 9th skandha 18th chapter we chanted half of it. Let us do it from from 32nd onwards. Let us do. Om Namo Narayanaaya Om Namo Narayanaaya Om Namo Narayanaaya Om अथ नवमस्कन्धः अष्टादशोऽध्यायः 28th onwards. तथेत्यवस्थिते प्राह देवयानी मनोगतं पित्रा दत्तायतो यास्ये सानुगायातु मामानु स्वानां तत् संकटं वीक्ष्य तदर्थस्य च गौरवं देवयानीं पर्यचरतो स्त्रीसहस्रेण दासवतो नाहुषाय सुतान् दत्त्वा सह शर्मिष्ठयोशना तमाह राजन् शर्मिष्ठाम् आधास्तल्पे न कर्हिषितो विलोक्योशनसीं राजन् शर्मिष्ठा सुप्रजां क्वचिद् तपमेव बव्रे रहसि सख्याः पतिमृतौ सते राजपुत्र्यार्थितोपत्ये धर्मं चावेक्ष्य धर्मवितो स्मरन् शुक्रवचः काले दिष्टमेवाभ्यपद्यत यदुं चतुर्वसुं चैव देवयानी व्यजायत तृह्यं चानुं च पूर्वं च शर्मिष्ठा वार्षपर्वणि गर्भसम्भवम् आसुर्या भर्तुर्विज्ञायमानिनि देवयानी पितुर्गेहं ययौ क्रोधविमूर्छिता प्रियाम् अनुगतः कामी वचोभिरुपमन्त्रयन् न प्रसादयितुं शेके पादसंवहनादिभिः शुक्रस्तमाह कुविदः स्त्रीकामान् ऋतपूरुषा त्वां जराविशतां वन्द विरूपकरणी नृणाम ययातिर्वाच अतृप्तोऽस्मि अद्य कामानां ब्रह्मन् दुहितरिस्मते यत्यस्य तां यथा कामं वयसायोभिधास्यति इति लब्धव्यवस्थानः पुत्रं ज्येष्ठमवोचत यदोतात प्रतीच्छे मां जरां देहि निजं वयः मातामहः कृतां वत्स न तृप्तो विषयेष्वहं वयसा भवदीयेन रंसे कतिपयाः समाः यदुर्वाच नोत्सहे जरयसा स्थातुम् अन्तरा प्राप्तया तव अविदित्वा सुखं ग्राम्यं वै तृष्ण्यं वैति नैति पूरुषः दुर्वसुश्चोदितः पित्रा द्रुह्युश्चानुश्च भारत प्रत्याचक्युरधर्मज्ञा यनित्ये नित्यबुद्धयः अपृच्छत्तनयं पूर्वं वयसोनं गुणाधिकं न त्वम् अग्रजवत्वत्सा मां प्रत्याख्यातुमर्हसि पूरुर्वाच को नु लोके मनुष्येन्द्र विदुरात्मकृतः पुमान् प्रतिकर्तुं क्षमो यस्य प्रसादात् विन्दते परम् उत्तमश्चिन्तितं कुर्यात् प्रोक्तकारी तु मध्यमः अधमो श्रद्धया कुर्यात् अकर्तोच्चरितं पितुः इति प्रमुदितः पूरुः प्रत्यगृह्णाज्जरां पितुः सोऽपि तद्वयसा कामान् यथावज्जुयुषे नृप सप्तद्वीपपतिः सम्यक् पितृवत् पालयन् प्रजाः यथोपजोषं विषयान् जुषे व्याहतेन्द्रियः देवयान्यप्यनुदिनं मनोवाग्देहवस्तुभिः प्रेयसः परमां प्रीतिम् उवाह प्रेयसीरहः अयजद्यज्ञपुरुषं क्रतुभिर्भूरिदक्षिणैः सर्वदेवमयं देवं सर्ववेदमयं हरिं यस्मिन्निदं विरचितं व्योम्नीव जलदावलिः नानेव भाति नाभाति स्वप्नमायामनोरथः तमेव हृदि विन्यस्य वासुदेवं गुहाशयं नारायणमणीयांसं निराशीरयजत्प्रभुम् एवं वर्षसहस्राणि मनःषष्ठैर्मनः सुखं विदधानोऽपि नातृप्यत सार्वभौमः कदिन्द्रियैः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां नवमस्कन्धे अष्टादशोऽध्यायः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. This is Yayati Charitra, which is very famous in all Shastras. He is the only one character who in one life enjoyed the two lives. Got from his son Puru his own youth also, his youth giving his old age to him. Then, though he enjoyed for 1,000 years, still was not trupta with Indriya. Then he realizes Najatu Kama Kamanam, all those things. So each of these stories of Bhagavata Ramayana give us that everything we need not go through, but from the experience of others also, we can learn for our life. What we have to learn only is to know what is permanent and what is temporary, what is truly blissful, what is miserable, what is true liberation, what is bondage. And giving up this bondage, misery, and non true, we have to hold on to the liberation, happiness, which is true, and that is only Bhagavan. But again, even though intellectually we try to apprehend it, but millions of years our lives, our life of living like a Vishayi Indriya Yukta has such a powerful habits and vasanas that easily they don't yield. Intellectual understanding, though, is not very difficult, but even after intellectual understanding, to be able to implement and come out of the clutches of all the worldliness and to become fully, purely spiritual and continue it till reaching the goal is definitely a tough task. Therefore, everybody tries for it, but nobody gets it soon. But everybody gets whoever have continued that pursuit till it happens, going through all ups and downs in every life. You and I also are in the same category of going through the ups and downs, but then walking towards that goal only. The indication for that is our own mind and heart, though not 100% pure, yet not 100% impure also. We have some faith in God, we have some interest in Shastras, we have some idea, understanding about sadhana, we also have some inclination for Bhagavan. So this all shows that we are on the path, good. But then using all discretions, using all abilities which our Bhagavan has given, using all the satsangas which we listen, we can try to enhance our sadhana, we can try to expand our sadhana. This little, if we can recognize and do, it will be much more better for us. So this is how the Raja Hayati Charitram. Then further we will see so many of the stories in this Namaskandha in the next 5 chapters. Thank you. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अत एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः. Let us chant this entire portion, never mind, from this 37 onwards, these 13 mantras. Uddhava uvacha vidravito mohamahāndhakārah ya āśrito me tava sannidhānāt vivāvasoha kim nu samīpagasya शीतं तमोभिः प्रभवन्त्यजाद्य प्रत्यर्पितो मे भवतानुकम्पिना भृत्याय विज्ञानमयप्रदीपः हित्वा कृतज्ञस्तव पादमूलं कोऽन्यत् समीयाच्छरणं त्वदीयं वृक्णश्च मे सुदृढः स्नेहपाशः दाशार्हवृष्ण्यन्धकसात्वतेषु रासारितः सृष्टिविवृद्धये त्वया समायया ह्यात्मसुबोधहेतिना नमोऽस्तु ते महायोगिन् प्रपन्नमनुषादिमां यथा त्वच्चरणाम्भोजे रतिः स्यादनपायिने श्रीभगवानुवाच गच्छोद्धव मयादिष्टः बदर्याख्यं ममाश्रमं तत्र मत्पादतीर्थोदे स्नानोपस्पर्शनैः शुचिः ईक्षयालकनन्दाय विदूताशेषकल्मषः वसानो वल्कलान्यङ्ग वन्यभुक् सुखनिःस्पृहः तितिक्षुर्द्वन्द्वमात्राणां सुशीलः संयतेन्द्रियः शान्तः समाहितधिया ज्ञानविज्ञानसंयुतः मत्तोऽनुशिक्षितं यत्ते विविक्तमनुभावयन् मय्यावेशितवाक्चित्तः मद्धर्मनिरतो भव अतिव्रज्य गतिस्तिस्रः मामेष्यसि ततः परम् श्रीशुक उवाच स एव मुक्तो हरिमेधसोद्धवः प्रदक्षिणं तं परिसृत्य पादयोः शिरोनिधायाश्रुकलाभिरार्द्रधीः न्यषिञ्चदद्वन्द्वपरोऽप्यपक्रमे सुदुस्त्यजः स्नेहवियोगकातरः न शक्नुवन् स्तं परिहातुमातुरः कृच्छ्रम्ययौ मूर्धनि भर्तृपादुके बिभ्रन् नमस्कृत्य ययौ पुनः पुनः ततस्तमन्तर्हृदि सन्निवेश्य गतो महाभागवतो विशालां यथोपदिष्टां जगदेकबन्धुना तव समास्ताय हरेरगाद्गतिं ययेतदानन्दसमुद्रसंभृतं ज्ञानामृतं भागवताय भाषितं कृष्णेन योगेश्वरसेविताङ्घ्रिणा सश्रद्धया सेव्य जगद् विमुच्यते भवभयमपहन्तुं ज्ञानविज्ञानसारं निगमकृतुपजह्रे भृङ्गवद्वेदसारम् अमृतमुदतितश्चापाययत् भृत्यवर्गान् पुरुषं ऋषभमाद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञं नतोऽस्मि पुरुषं ऋषभमाद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञं नतोऽस्मि इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Salutations to all Bhagavata avatars, bhaktas, acharyas, gurus, Rishi Muni Devata Parampara, to our own Ishta Devata. Special salutations to Bhagavan, Krishna and Uddhava for revealing such a sublime knowledge. Salutations to Parabrahma Tattva, also to Shruti Mata. So as just we were saying in the introduction, with all the human life we have, with all its abilities, capacities, and also with all the satsang we hear, what amount of upayoga or use we do and the benefit we get out of it is like to a, in a modern very simple example, a village person, old man, you give him a 2 lakhs rupees of cell phone, whatever the latest model, what will he do with it at the most? At the most, he will only call or talk to someone. Thousands of features in that he doesn't know even they exist. In the same way, how many beautiful things are existing in Bhagavad Purana? Few of them only we know, few of them only we understand, few of them only we remember, few of them only we practice. This is how it is, and we have to go on improving upon ourselves in this regard. Second thing is what? Can you just shut off your nonsense, please? Don't you leave me. In every class, you trouble me. Mhm. In the same way, not only about Bhagavatam, in our human life also, with all the abilities of intellect, mana, buddhi we have, with all the great goals that can be kept, tried, and achieved, what maximum we do in the entire life is simply to calculate what we do in one day. That alone is life. Little japa, little puja, more of quarrels, more of miseries, more of frustrations, dukkha. Is that all as a human being we can do, or we have to do much, much more? So, all that knowing and accordingly improvising ourselves is called as the spirituality. All in all, what depends on it? Everything is our own buddhi. How much our buddhi is becoming vikasita, blossomed, according to that we will be able to using our life for a better and greater purposes. But this buddhi prachodhanam, buddhi vikasam can happen only by Guru's kripa and also by Shruti Mata kripa. When we nirantara rupena do the shravanam, listen the satsang shastra. So that way may we all never stop listening, never stop contemplating, never stop understanding or strengthening our understanding or improving our understanding regarding What for the world in front, what for this human life, what is the highest we have to gain, and how to achieve it. And as we are saying just now, when we are true and sincere in this regard, in our results, help comes from all the directions. And when we are committed, we observe that help and keep on taking it and adding to our own life's beauty, etc. In this regard only, because of the Krupa of the Guru Parampara, Bhagavan, we have taken up this Kartavya job of studying Shastras from few years, and one after the other we are studying. Not that we have really became great or understood everything, but significantly, definitely, there is little change in us. And in that continuation only, we have come to Bhagavatam, did 11 skandhas, 10 skandha, 11th also almost coming to the conclusion. And in this 11th skandha, it is Mukti Jnanam that is given by Bhagavan Krishna directly to Uddhavji. All those details also are thoroughly we have gone through. Few more readings we do, things will be remembered, understood. We definitely will be doing sadhana to reach out. In this 28, 29 chapters, Bhagavan has summarized entire Sara of the Veda Vedanta, entire Sara of the Bhagavata, entire Sara of the 11th Skandha, entire Sara as a sadhana. Everybody who wants to get the siddhi, they have to do. Even that teaching also over. Just Bhagavan asks Uddhavji, did you understand? Is your moha gone? Is your mind free from the dukkha? So to that Sri Uddhavji's pratyuttaram or reply we were saying. And yesterday we saw how in those four shlokas Uddhavji not only told Bhagavan as to what is the effect of all this listening from Bhagavan, the highest of the knowledge, but in those four shlokas only he has hinted to all of us how the spiritual sadhana starts, continues, and continues till the siddhi is reached. Yesterday's entire class of 1 hour 10-15 minutes, we have really deeply, exhaustively pondered over. Yesterday's class really worthy of listening few times. We have seen it. You remember? Were you there in yesterday's class? So all that we saw, and then we will not repeat all of that. Straight away, when we come to the 39 sloka, if we take this sloka itself is a sadhana, after fulfilling our all our duties and all disciplines or the debts cleared with all the relations in this world, slowly within we have to cut that attachment wala pasha, because of which we think we are useful to them, we think they are useful to us. Definitely, mutually, we are useful, but that usefulness is only worldly. That pasha we have to cut. Understand? I have nothing to expect from you worldly, nor you have nothing to want from me. Therefore, that sort of pasha in the mind were some mutual help of the worldliness other than dharma, totally when we cut asunder, then that is what is said as Vrukadashchame Sudrudaha Sneha Pashaha. So the ropes of the snares of attachment, which are very drudha, for some purpose they were there given to me, and they served also that purpose. Now that purpose is over. Now because of your teachings, this pasha is cut asunder. Now neither I am looking at myself as an individual, I am understanding myself to be exclusively the seeker of truth, nor I am seeing any one of the others, the relativities, but I am seeing only the Paramatma in all of them. That way. So Vukrunashtame Suddhudaha Sneha Pashaha. So here he is mentioning about the Dasharha Vrishni Andaka Satvata. So all of them are so close to him. So what we have to expand is to everyone whom we consider so far as friends, as relations, as our own near and dear ones, positive side. Non-positive side, whomever we considered as the enemies because they troubled us, etc. And look from the Vastu side, this Vastu, that Vastu, this, that money, all were giving me a type of pleasure or happiness. Therefore, I had a sneha pasha towards them. To all of them, we have to cut the pasha. It's one of the great achievements if we can do. That doesn't mean we have gone away from this world to Himalayas. If the chance is, we will go definitely. But we may be here only, but that Sneha Pasha is cut asunder. That can be done many ways. I told you. One of the ways is what? Clear off your debts and dharma towards them and understand that it is done. Therefore, slowly from within, through the maturity, stop reducing the thinking about any being. Second thing is very interesting is what? As Bhajagovindam says, in nasti tava niyanta, kate kanta dhanagata chinta, vatula kim tava nasti niyanta. Do you think you are the manager of everything? Do you think the world is depending on you? Is there no God who will take care of entire world? Therefore, after certain time, we have to leave the people to their prarabdha. We have to leave them for the Lord's grace. You can do some prayers. Bhagwan inke raksha karo vagara. Then give them freedom. Everybody have their own abilities, capacities, destinies, efforts, and paths and destinations to reach. I am talking everyone means about whom we have the Sneha Pasha. This can be the another idea by which we can cut that Sneha Pasha. And third one is what? Ki, by allowing others to hook on to us, we are stopping their spiritual progress also. We should have freedom from others for our own spiritual evolution. We should give freedom to others for their own spiritual evolution. This is what Bhagavan did throughout 11th Skandha to Uddhava. He has cut us under that Seha Pasha and says, Hey Uddhava, I am giving you knowledge. You follow this and reach me there in the ultimate truth. Other than that, at the Vyavahara level, relational level, that Sneha Pasha is a hindrance for your own spiritual goal. You having me as your friend or all that, still, if you as a Uddhava have not reached the truth reality, it is not only insult to you, it is insult to me only. Maybe feeling like that only Bhagavan took all the pains and put all the efforts to give the entire knowledge to Uddhavji. So, by clearing off the debts and duties, we can feel that it is done. Therefore, cut this Sneha Pasha slowly. By leaving them to their own prarabdha and purushartha and also to the grace of God, we have to remove this Sneha Pasha. And third one, any Sneha Pasha between any new people will always be obstruction in reaching the ultimate truth. Keeping that also in mind, Urkunam of the Sneha Pasha we have to do. What helps for that is all what we have done so far in our Sneha Pasha. Only we have mutually helped each other at the gross level only. अब कितना भी करो इतना ही रहता है वो. How long? This is very gambhira and mature intellects they can think. Such people effortlessly cut the Sneha Pasha. And many other reasons we can have. Every relation is only for one life. In the अगले life कौन किधर कहाँ है क्या पता. Even if the Runanubandham is strong, people may come again, but they don't know. In the earlier life, that way we were, thus way we are related, these things we have done, that thing we have done. All this Bhagavan hides. Only what hides the debts are there. To clear that, whatever the way without their spiritual evolution is obstructed, it can be cleared. He makes those arrangements. You and I, in what way earlier life we related, we don't know. But some Runanubandha is there that is being cleared in this way. Therefore, whatever things we have in this life, they won't be carried next life, even if we want. Further, then therefore, why should we give so much undue value that our minds are lost in that and we are not able to enter into Ekagra Bhumi and do our dhyana, abhyas, etc. These are the various reasons by which we also can cut the Sneha Pasha. All these are only told in the entire 11th Skandha through various stories, topics, the guidance given by various Bhikshu Geethas, Amsa Geethas, Ururava Geethas, all that was talking this, and this only. But Uddhavaji says, Mera Sneha Pasha Tasharha Vrishnyantaka Sattva Gibrati Jyotha Ruknaha Kattuge. Now, when you cut this Sneha Pasha, it is inside. You don't tell outside, मैं तुमसे नाता अभी तोड़ दिया मैं जा रहा हूँ. Inside you cut it, outside be normal. Do your sadhana silently only. These are all common senses we have to anyway have. The ones who are at the feet of the Lord, in the lap of Lord, they will all get all these maturities, not to worry much. When we continuously are at the feet of Guru and God, while giving the Siddhanta Jnana of Tattva and Sadhana, they also tell us the common sense things, how we have to slowly wind up everything and turn towards Him. ये सब आएगा, ज़्यादा उसके लिए चिंतित करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, बट सोचते भी रहना है थोड़ा थोड़ा. Then why these attachments are there? Prasaritah सृष्टि विवृद्धये त्वया. In the whole universe, all the Sneha Pashas are given by the Lord, one as his own Leela, second to clear off mutual prarabdhas and nudas, third one also as Srushti Vivruddhi. Clear? So then when we have finished that job of ours, then we need not be having all those things. We can cut all things from everything, reach to God. And when you reach God and look back, all are me only. That love, imagine, when we express and experience inside, born out of the knowledge that everyone is my own self. As much I love myself, I love the whole world. Without any impurity, malice, without any of the rajo, tamaguna, mala impurifying us, the purest prema will have. That is a real achievement. That's a real acme, real greatest thing if one can reach to. We can try for that. Now, Samaya Atma Subodha Hetina, we are seeing in all our 6 classes the same topic. It is only Atma Subodha as a Heti or the Khadga which can cut not only the Sneha Pasha, but before that the delusions, the Moha, before that the Avidya. अविद्या को भी, मोह को भी, राग द्वेष आदियों को भी, तद उसके कारण होने वाले सारे संसार को भी केवल आत्म सुबोध नामक हेति या खड्ग ही काट सकता है. We have told you this 3 days back in one of the topic. The Saidhantik Atmajnanam, in the Vicharana Rupena, it cuts under all the attachments. This Siddhanta Atmajnanam, when it becomes Anubhava, after that, you do not do any extra effort. In the Anubhava of the Atma, everything automatically vanishes. Just like when you get up from the dream, everything of the dream goes away. You need not do anything there. So the word to be underlined by in the UDDHAVA'S words is Atma Subodha Hetina Sneha Pashaha Vruknaha. And if this Khadga with the Atma Jnanam we are not developing, then the Sneha Pashas, existing one, not only they become stronger, newer one come. Because they are called as Pasha, for what reason they are called as Pasha? The job of the Pasha, the rope, is to tie us down, to bind us. That Pashu tied with rope and tied to a pole. हो गया बस. वो 4 मीटर का रस्सी जो है उतने ही दायरे में वो जा सकता है, जबकि दुनिया इतना बड़ा है. Is it not? Such a huge place to walk, but the Pashu cannot because it is tied down to the rope with the noose. We also, when we are tied down with the ropes of attachments to the things and beings around, the possibilities in our life of so many dharma karma, seva karma, upasana karma, punya karma, adhyatma karma, moksha sadhanas, all of them though are there in our own vicinity for us to achieve, we can never do them because we are bound by, like those animals, with the pasha to the things and beings around. Now, this thing is so important, We should tell, if not we, who will tell you? And again, we cannot tell because how you take it, we don't know. How many of us, day in and day out, because of this Sneha Pasha, all the times and energies we are wasting, other than Dharma. Dharma we never tell not to do. Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara is Upanishad Vakyam. We can never by any means at any time should give up our Dharma. That is the only one by which our Antakarana Shuddhi happens. We become qualified more and more for Paramatma. Other than that Dharma, the Sneha Pasha with which minutes, hours, days we go on wasting as time and energies. कोई लोग तो they live that years of 90, 100 only with the sneha pasha, with those couple of people around, never ever visit any temple, pilgrimages, mahatmas, सत्संगास, any आध्यात्मिक जीवन साधना, बिना इन सब चीज का ऐसे जीते मरते. And I'm not talking about koi log, anybody. We were doing that only till we were blessed with the satsanga shastras from few years onwards. उससे पहले हम सब ऐसे ही थे. Remember always the example of this pashu tied down by the ropes, he cannot go beyond certain limit. So too we are tied down by all the ropes. We cannot go beyond in our contemplations and in our spiritual journeys. Therefore, with the help of Guru and teacher, our Lord, having understood the glory of Atma, for the sake of Atma Subodha, we have to cut asunder. And when the Atma Subodha happens, that itself will remove that delusion. What is the delusion? As if there are some people other than us towards which we have to have raga dvesha to get the sukha or dukkha. This सब delusion खत्म हो जाता है आत्मज्ञान में. So it means what? So Uddhavji, while listening only, his shravanam itself is becoming mananam, itself is becoming dhyanam, and perhaps itself is becoming as if anubhuti. Or at least through shravanam only, grahanam, adharanam is happening. Then in front of Bhagwan, वो तो झूठ तो नहीं बोल सकते और बिना सच बोले रह भी नहीं सकते. Therefore वो जो बोलते हैं वो झूठ नहीं है और पक्का सच है. What is that? My sneha pasha cut. So that's how sensibly, sincerely, seriously, relentlessly, Uddhavji not only went on listening, but he allowed that listening to become knowledge and used that knowledge sword to cut the sneha pasha. In मजाक में मैंने कल कहा, not only with you, O Lord, my attachment with the entire, all our important clans, सब कट हो गया. I am happy. Then only he can be allowed to go to the jungles or all places for his sadhana, dhyana. तो जहाँ भी जाएंगे मन में यही रहता है. Like we go to camps, but cell phone is there 24 hours on. We are never in the camp or the subject there. Only some externally we sit in the class. But throughout the day, our telephone calls or messages, we are in the samsara only, spending so much money. We go to the camp in some pilgrim places. दिमाग तो इधर ही रहता है. Gone for Tirtha Yatra, telling the children, and they call Subhe Dopar Sham. They see to it that even if you go there, you cannot do sadhana. We are also attached to them. When we tell them, hey, don't call me. And when they call, don't call, we say, अरे क्यों फोन नहीं किया, मेरे को कुछ हो गया तो. We are gone to Uttarkashi, gone to Badrinath, gone to Kedarnath, gone everywhere physically, but the mind is in samsara. But the case of Uddhava, he says, I am fit to go, sir, all cut. And that is by Bhagavan's Krupa, and nothing wrong in that. Then Swamaya Atma Subodhayitina me Sudra Sneha Pasha Vruknascha. Towards this is this. Now the last words of Uddhavaji. Beautiful. नमोऽस्तु ते महायोगिन्न प्रपन्नमनुषादिमाम यथा त्वच्चरणाम्भोजे रतिः स्यात् अनपायिनी. So there are a lot of interesting, entertaining things. Even in this also, I can pull this sloka for 2 days, explain exhaustively everything so much. But very important thing is what? Even in Siddhantika Rupena, we have got the knowledge about the Atma. That also only because our Guru has taught us, that also because single pointedly we surrender to that Guru. Even after that, what is to be done practically, that also we should not decide by ourselves. So this is a contrast picture देखो अर्जुन और कृष्ण में और उद्धव में. To Arjuna Bhagavan asked, told yate chasi tatha kuru. But what Arjuna replied, Karishye vachanam tava. Whatever you tell, that only I do. Same result, but the way of putting it is the other way around. That Krishna told your freedom, do whatever. But Arjuna did not take that freedom to do whatever he wants. He said, I will do whatever you say only. That saved Arjuna. Here, in the Uddhava's case, is other things. Bhagavan did not say Yatechasi Tatha Kuru, but Uddhava only asking, tell me what to do. That alone I will do. So, after listening everything, Arjuna did not decide कि मैं जो चाहता हूँ करूँगा, even though Bhagavan gave freedom. I will do only what you say. Is it not? That is a real test for our surrender. तो आपने वेदांत सुना दी मैंने सुन लिया अब now I got knowledge, I am ब्रह्मज्ञानी, now you need not guide me, I will do whatever I want. Or a stupid fellow, that is the biggest test, the challenge. That means what? Throughout your all this study, along with the information gathering, that biggest enemy, instead of eliminating him, you made him more and more stronger only. That enemy's name is ego. Finally, what is to be surrendered is ego. See that ego comes, ego gathers knowledge, and ego decides what he does he want to do. It does everything, but except the actual thing, because the ego is still remaining. Arm is still remaining. No, you are holding to that, then you will never be able to realize the self. Ego, as long as we hold on, we cannot know the self. Only way to realize self is the pseudo ego or self. We have to drop, and where can else we can drop it if not at the feet of the Guru, from whom we have learnt everything. And what is the only way? These are the two examples, ultimate. The Mukti Skandha Shrota Uddhava, the whole Mukti Jnana Shrota Arjuna, they are the best examples. With the knowledge gained, they become more humble and surrendered to the Guru, not arrogant like all of us do, that I will do whatever I want. Now you gave me knowledge, your job is over. That is Maya. The real Maya works there only. Then slowly we start doing things as we want. When anyway we are doing what we want, what is the use of the knowledge given by the Guru? Slowly we keep away the knowledge. When the knowledge is not used, then what is the use of the Guru? Slowly we give up the Guru. Thereafter, we hold on to all the Laghu, or we only feel that we have become the Guru. No, how much careful we have to be with this aspect. Bhagavan tested there to Arjuna. Yataichasya Thakuru. Arjuna said, what else can be done than what you tell, other than what you tell? It is ultimate, it is the best. Tava vachanameva aham karishye. And not is only obliged to Krishna and all, but in Krishna's words only the ultimate thing is there. But more important than this, how can I still trust my own mind and my own ego, which are the biggest, bittermost enemies? Mhm. When Bhagavan said Mamekam Saranam Vraja, after that Yathekshasi Tatha Guru, what it means? Is it not a test to Arjuna? Do you really do the Saranam Vraja or not? And Arjuna not to answer Krishna that he says, I do what you say, but it is his pure heart knows. See, after listening to all the 18 chapters, seeing his Vishwarupa, throughout life seeing Krishna's Mahima and all, his Anugraha, how can he be otherwise than surrendering and expressing surrender in the form of doing exactly what Krishna says? Same here also, Uddhava. You gave knowledge, sir, understood. That has made a ground for me. Now, how to improve or how to implement that knowledge? What are even the practical sadhanas to be done? In fact, how to live from this moment onwards, every moment, so that the knowledge given by you definitely starts working and takes me near you, to you, into you, one with you. Dekho Baba. There is no other way, please, than this stand to surrender to our Guru for our own redemption from our own inner enemies. नहीं तो क्या है ना, सब होता है लेकिन जो होना है नहीं होता. As long as we are living with our own whims and fancies of the mind and choices of the intellect and the egos, so long we have not put even one step forward in spiritual evolution. Remember, all the intellectual jugglery is going on, all satiation of the ego is going on. It is never a sadhana. Such persons cannot go to the next levels of introverted, deeper sadhanas for the experiences. भटकते अटकते रहेंगे यहीं. So Uddhavji knows it luckily. Therefore, though all the Sneha Pasha is gone, therefore I am ready for my sadhana. This is one. You gave all the instructions, the theoretical knowledge came, then still I want to be ordered by you only, guided by you only as to what to do step by step as sadhana. Now, Bhagavan is so clear about all these sadhya sadhana. When a disciple like Uddhava or Arjuna, when they ask, how nicely Bhagavan again in few slokas, he already summarized in 29th, again a parting gift, those few beautiful advices he is giving as the final finishing touches, because of which Krishna is also completed in his teaching with total satisfaction. Uddhava also is completed because his own Lord, Guru, Bhagavan, everything has given the final instructions. Because of this, the Shastra also is completed, the 11th Skandha, and the whole theme is completed. And again, here Uddhava asked, please tell me what sadhanas to do. In Gita, Arjuna did not ask, but Krishna himself said. See that shloka from 54 to 58 or 9 in 18th chapter, Sarva Guhyatamam Bhuya Srunume Param Vacha Istosime Dhrudamiti. उससे पहले भगवान कृष्ण in 3 shlokas he gives every of the adhyatmic sadhanas given in the 18 chapters to Arjuna. If you remember that shloka starting from Buddhya Vishuddhaya 50th onwards. सिद्धिं प्राप्तो यथा ब्रह्म तथाप्नोति निबोध में समासेनैव कौन्तेय निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा. From there it starts. बुद्ध्या विशुद्धया युक्तः धृत्यात्मानं नियम्य च शब्दादीन् विषयान् त्यक्त्वा रागद्वेषौ व्युदस्य च विविक्तसेवी लघ्वाशी यतवाक्कायमानसः ध्यानयोगपरो नित्यं वैराग्यं सौभाषितः अहंकारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं परिग्रहं विमुच्य निर्ममः शान्तः ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते ब्रह्ममूत प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते परां भक्त्या मामभिजानाति यावान्यश्च अस्मि तत्त्वतः ततो मां तत्त्वतो ज्ञात्वा विशदे तदनन्तरं सर्वकर्वाण्यपि सदा कुर्वाणो मद्व्यपाश्रयः मत्प्रसादात् वाप्नोति स्थानं शाश्वतमव्ययम्. See, all these shlokas Bhagavan gives in the 7th sloka. Then चेतसा सर्वकर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः बुद्धियोगमुपाश्रित्य मच्चित्तः सततं भव मच्चित्तः सर्वदुर्गाणि मत्प्रसादात् तरिष्यसि. Again he gives in these 4 and a half slokas entire. If you don't follow this, again he gives a hint. Atache tvam ahankaras nashroshyasi. If because of an ego, your own personal ego, if you are not listening to the great advice I gave you as your God and Guru all, nashroshyasi chet vinangshasi. You will only go away from the Shreya Marga and destroy yourself. तुम्हारा विनाश हो जाएगा. भगवान ने अर्जुन को ये धमकी दिया. And that धमकी is true धमकी. Not that if you don't listen me, I will punish you. ऐसा नहीं. What I gave you is the ultimate. If you don't practice, that itself is a self-invoked punishment. Atha chetvam ahankarat nashroshyasi virangshasi. Yad ahankaram ashritya na yotse iti manyase mithyaisha vyavasayaste प्रकृतिस्त्वां नियोक्ष्यति स्वभावजेन कौर्तेय निबद्धस्वेन कर्मणा कर्तुं नेच्छसि तन्मोहात् करिष्यसि अवशोऽपि तत्. This portion of 18th chapter is very, very powerful. We'll study all that when we study Gita. So here also, when we talk about the surrender to Guru and Bhagavan, it is not a word. It is not a thought. It's not a simple literal meaning. It is not doing one or two things obligatorily outside just to feel. Then that feel good factor bolte na. It is not so. Surrender is to the Guru once for all and completely. Every aspect after that, there is no I or mine on my own life for my own life. Everything as Guru says, only that we do, nothing other than. This is the only one which ensures we are on the path, which ensures we don't go away from the track, which ensures that the path and travel is very good, which ensures more importantly that we reach the destination quickly. Why all this? Because Guru knows The goal and the means, and where do we stand, and what is done if we do, what if we do, we quickly reach out. He knows all that. Yet he will not reveal it unless we totally surrender. So there, Arjuna surrendered, learned, Karishya Vachanam Tava he did. Here Uddhava also surrendered, learned, and learned while going now away from Bhagavan. He doesn't want to take chance with his own ego and mind. He just want to, what do you say, continue that surrender to Krishna till the goal is reached. Therefore, in this shloka, specifically he asks, Hey Bhagavan, order me what exactly I have to do from this moment onwards to make the practical use of the knowledge given by you to reach the goal called as you in the meditation. That is the meaning. Namostu te. Now I am explaining the sloka. Te namaha astu. Salutations to you, Lord. Who are you? Maha yogin. Yoga means in Sanskrit upaya. Mahayogin, the one who knows all the upaya. Upaya means upa means samipe, aya means gatau. Those techniques by which we reach near to the goal, that is called as upaya. And those upaya, the one who knows, is called as yogi. That upaya is called as yoga. Therefore, Mahayogin, the one who knows all the upaya required for all the Bhakta, Shishya, Jivas to reach them to the ultimate destination. सारे जीवों को अपने तरफ खींचने के लिए जो कोई भी उपाय है, सब कुछ जानने वाले भगवान इज महायोगी. And then there's no other greater yogi than him, Mahayogi. So, Namostute Mahayogin. How beautiful. And Mahayoga, another meaning is what? There are Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Shatchakra. Everything for me is at your feet. You are Mahayoga. See, there are two things. When I surrender to you, I have achieved all the yogas. And when you bless me, I reach to that ultimate goal without myself doing any of the yogas. That is the meaning of Mahayoga. Means you can enter into the language and to many quotations and authorities to find beautiful, beautiful meanings for all these sentences. All said and done, Mahayogi. And he has to be Mahayogi only. You know, right from childhood, how he manage. Yogi is he who has done the Nirodha with Chittavrutti. What is the sign of Chittavrutti Nirodha? Always in bliss, always in Ananda. Because when the Vritti Nirodha happens, Atmanubhuti happens, Atma is Ananda Sarupa. Therefore, the one who is in Ananda Sarupa is done is Vritti Nirodha, he is a Mahayogi. Now tell me, did Krishna any time cry? He was laughing, giggling, enjoying, happy. Even he's born in jail, he did not cry. क्या हुआ यार जिंदगी भर अब हिस्ट्री में लिखा जाएगा कि मैं जेल में पैदा हूँ. He was not miserable with that. When he was separated, parents not miserable. When Putanadi Rakshasis attacked, never miserable. When all the Gopikas, including Yashoda, were troubling him, blaming him as chore and all, he was never miserable. He himself took the work of cows and all, grazing them. Where was he miserable, बताओ? When he goes to there, है ना मामा के घर, मामा ही खुद मारने को तैयार है, फिर भी मिजरेबल नहीं. मामा को मारना पड़ा. He must have told to Arjun, तू अपने मामा दादा की बात, मैं तो बचपन में मार दिया मेरे मामा को. You understand? He's a cruel fellow. I finished in the childhood only. Then one after the other you see, especially you have to accept him as Mahayogi because he is the only one who can manage 16,008 wives. It's not managing, it is succeeding. In succeeding in such a way, not even one of them applied for talaq. Not even one of them have ran away to their parents' place. Not even one of them complained anywhere in any of the Shastra that Krishna did not do justice as a husband and were miserable because of him. Is it not a Mahayogi? Not only not marrying is a yogi lakshana, marrying so many and yet successfully doing is a Mahayogi. But don't try to experiment. Only Krishna can do that. Then Mahayogi, how many upayas he has went on using to eliminate all the Bhubhara Yukta Rajas who are spread all through the globe at that time. You know, either Duryodhana आदि है, उधर कंसादि है, इधर शिशुपाल आदि, इधर जरासंध आदि, इधर the Paundraka आदि. How many of the he has Mahayoga, such a good plan. Some places he sent Yadava, some places he sent brother, some places he himself went. Many places he used the Pandavas to accomplish that. These are all upaya. Dushta shikshana ke liye you have to have the yoga upaya. Shishta rakshana you have to have the upaya. Dharma rakshana you have to have the upaya. And the three best upayas of Bhagavan are what? One, he came in such a beautiful form, left for meditation and reaching him for all of us. This is one Maha Upaya, because of which we can call him as Mahayogi. Second, Mahayogi, because of Maha Upaya is, he gave Gita using Arjuna as the Madhyam. Is it not a Mahayogi? That even though the avatar is over, for the future generations to reach the Mukti, he has given this Bhakti, Bhagavad Gita Jnanam. Third one is this Bhagavatam. These three prove to us that is a Mahayogi. That for all the future, people, if you have the faith and have time to study, these two are enough. And the Dhyanam on Bhagavan Krishna's Rupa, these three are enough for the moksha. So, okay, people don't believe, they don't trust their own parent, they don't trust anything. What to talk about the Nastikas trusting Bhagavan and all? Not only the other religious people, in our own Hinduism today, Geetha Jayanthi, how many of them are celebrating? How many of the political leaders they are all doing? Hota hai. Somebody using or not, it doesn't devalue the effectiveness of the Shastras, is it not? Bhagavan's Upaya is always intact of giving us moksha, called as Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. That is his Mahayogi. Like that we can go on explaining. So Namostute Mahayogin. Then what is the next one? Prapannam Mam Anushadhi. Prapannam, I am totally at your feet surrendered. To such me Anushadhi, give me all the Anushasana instruction. See, nowadays we are getting Anushasana only, whether it is Upanishad, Vedamanuchacharyonte Vasanam Anushasti, whether it is Patanjali Yoga Darshanam, Atha Yoga Anushasanam, even in the Ramayana Anushasanas, and here also Mam Anushadhi, instruct me. See, one of the great things in life is what? Ready to get instructions and follow. It's the quickest and shortest way to reach to the goal. If we're not getting instruction from our Guru, we will only dance to the tunes of our own mind intellect. The real freedom is to get bound to the Guru. The real bondage is wanting the freedom from our Guru and Shastra and Adhyatmika Marga. If this we don't understand, we succumb to our own inner Maya, self-chosen Maya. Therefore, once in a while we have to sit, close eyes and see. Are we succumbing to our own inner Maya by denying Guru's grace? Or are we conquering or going beyond Maya by totally surrendering and getting instructions from them? Anushadhi Mam. And while you give instructions for me to live moment to moment, one thing, an extra request from my side. What is that? Yatha Tvat Charanam Bhoje Ratihi Syat Anapayini. Apayini, that which goes away. Anapayini, that which never goes away. What is that? Ratihi. So Anapayini Ratihi, never going away revelation, reveling, enjoying I must have. What? Where? Tat Charanamboje. Their Rati means Prema, Bhakti, Sharanagati, Upasana. All that. My devotion to your feet, giving me such a great reveling joy, should not go away even a moment. That type of instructions you gave me. With this, Sri Uddhavaji's reporting, replying, requesting, ready, opening himself, showing his readiness to get instructions, all that is told. Now, what more Bhagavan also wants? He is ready always with the ultimate best guidance. So he uses 3.5 slokas to give entire sequence of instructions again to Sri Uddhavji. So one sloka we'll just see literal meaning, detailed discussion, we will see it tomorrow. So what it is? Sri Bhagavan Uvachu. Bhagavan is giving. And it is to all of us who have studied 11th Skandha or Bhagavatam or some Upanishads, then to make that theory practical till it becomes experiential, all of us have to do this. If not to, at least have the sankalpa, desire and prarthana for this, that these occasions should come to us also. Otherwise, theory will be forgotten if it is not used practically to reach the destination. है कि नहीं? कोई भी थियरी है, आप यूज नहीं कर रहे हो तो उसको वो भूल ही जाएंगे. ऑल द स्किल्स, सो मेनी आर वेस्टेड टैलेंट्स. लाइक दैट दिस ज्ञानम आल्सो should not go waste. It should give the result of moksha, and that when we practice, and for practice we must know what to do. Krishna is giving the entire Bhagavata and Gita through Uddhava and Arjuna to all of us. Therefore, the same Krishna's mouth, if these things are coming, they are valid for us also. Literally, what Bhagavan's orders, Gacchodhava, Uddhava, Gacha. Ab raho mat idhar. Once you have got the Sneha Pasha cut, if you continue staying here, again it will be increasing. Don't trust the mind and Maya. That is why Atmecha Vyavasiyatam, immediately Nijagrahat Turunam Vinirgamyatam. See, do you see that sadhana panchagam? Shankara Bhagavan. Here also Gacha Uddhava and Maya Adishtaha. He is not giving option to Uddhava. मैं जाऊं कि रह जाऊं, ये मेरा आदेश है पुत्र. Now it is a fortune of Lord Krishna so much that these two fellows, Arjuna and Uddhava, are ready to receive that adesh. It is a fortune of Krishna. Every guru doesn't have that fortune to give the adesha to disciples, not for his Atma Shanti and all, for the sake of the disciples' evolution only. Maya Adishtaha, having ordered by me, Adesha. Yesha Adesha, dekho, Yesha Upadesha, Yesha Vedopanishata. These words never leave us. Throughout all Shastras we study, and we have to catch the essence, make use of them. Gachodhava Maya Adishtaha. And where to go? Badari Akhyam. Badari Natha. Chale jao. That means what? The Badrinath, the sacred place is there from that time onwards, time eternal. And what is this? Mama Ashramam. That is my place of abode. Me only as Nara Narayana from the beginning of this yuga. I am doing tapasya, Nara and Narayana Parvata, for the sake of the integrity and safety and prosperity and growth of the entire human race, especially. In all other Puranas, we see Bhagavan in Badrinath, Alakananda between either Nara Parvat, Narayana Parvata, or Nara Narayana के रूप में निरंतर तपस्या सूक्ष्म रूप से कर रहे हैं. That's why our Bhagavata every day starts Narayanam Namaskritya. Narayana is Shiva Narayana, who himself in this yuga Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Nara Narayan के रूप में they are there. Then Devim Saraswatim, because she blessed. Vyasam, who gave this Bhagavatam. Tataha, after that Jayam, the Bhagavatam, Udirayata, one should study. So, do Namaskar to Narayana, then Naranarayana, then Devi Saraswati and Vyasa, you must study this Shastra. Here Naram and Narottama means the Nara, Raja Parikshita, Narottama can be SHUKADEVA'S or Krishna Arjuna or any Guru Shishya. But basically here Nara, Narottama is Naranarayana. So, Badriyakyam Mama Ashramam. It is my permanent abode there. Gachodho Mayadishtaha Badriyakyam Mama Ashramam. And then all of you might have gone and seen Badri. Nahi to, ek baar to jarur jana. You know, it's so wonderful, so beautiful, so divine. Now I cannot explain to you the beauty of that place in few words or few sentences. I know, right from when you take a sankalpa from home, wanting to go to Narayana at Badrika, already he is more delighted than us to receive as if. And the journey going to Nahi Delhi, from there going to Haridwar. It is called Haridwar because it takes us to Hari the Badrinath. It is called Haradwar because it takes us to Hara the Kedarnath. So from there slowly go up to Devaprayag and the direction ek towards Badri, ek towards Kedar, and then crossing one Prayag in between. When you go to that place, Jyotirmatham itself, you can feel the Narayana excited to receive us. And from there to all the twists and turns of the Ghat Road, enjoying the beauty divine of Bhagavan's expression in the form of those huge, huge, huge hillocks, rocks, mountains, and thick jungles and great forests and all trees. And the most beautiful of all that is the Mother Alakananda coming this side as we are going up above. I can't explain. Abba. If you explain the beauty of that goes, you have to go there to believe it. The word Badri Narayana is enough for moksha actually. Mahadhuta sthalam. Ah, ah, ah. And the last rock also you climb. Just like even Kailas Mansarovar also the other side. Exactly here also Kedarnath. When you come climb the 12 kilometers, after which the 2 kilometers is a plain only, but you can see even Kedarnath, that ऊपर का कलशम, how exciting, how beautiful it is. अब तो केदारनाथ बद्री पूरा बर्फ से ढका हुआ है already. They sent a video 2 days back to me. Anyway, that place when you see from there onwards, step by step, when you go through this Nara Parvata, and there is a bridge on the Alakananda river, then you cross it to go to the foothill of Narayana. नारायण का वहाँ भी चरण पादुका होता है, like Tirupati Venkateshwara Bhagwan. Very far it is. We have seen all that. And that Badri Narayana, crossing all those places, those 3 gates which are there one by one, when we cross and see that Bhagavan, that Shaligrama Rupa Shila, seated in Dhyana Mudra, नारायण भगवान ध्यान करे ना उधर, तो उसी रूप में उपलब्ध होते वहां. नो वर्ड्स आर सफिशिएंट टू एक्सप्लेन. एक बार जिंदगी में बद्री देखना है, बार बार देख सके तो ब्यूटीफुल. We have gone here many times. We went, we did our Vishnu Sahasranama Satsanga there, Bhagavat Satsanga there, Parayanams there. Divine place. But Bhagavan hai. For you to have that faith, with little earlier faith, reaching to Badri Narayan Charana is enough. Then what to talk about the serenity, the peace. And with Shraddha Bhakti in our Devatas and Gurus, some upasanas done and gone beyond Dehadi Tadatmya and Ahankara and did some yoga sadhanas and yoga siddhi, you can see more than the common bhaktas coming in line to see Narayana, all the celestial divine beings of the rishis, the munis, the bhaktas, the devatas, standing in big, big queues as if wanting to have darshan of Narayana. And also, everywhere you can see from crores and crores of jivas who are in the pursuit of mukti without deha or the sukshma deha, they are seated all around, just intensely meditating for Narayana, for blessing someone. Some of them are praying along with Narayana meditation for the sake of the universal peace. All those visions you can see. It's unique. ये बातों से नहीं होता. कोई लोग पागल भी सोचते हैं ऐसे बातें कहने से. No. There every tree there is a Mahatma seated in meditation. Every hillock is a meditation. Every plant is a yogi seated in that meditation. Every bird, animal, all of them are. Even Garuda Vahan welcomes us. For everyone, when they climb the last hill, anytime it is suddenly that those two Garuda come and they welcome us. You have come to Narayana now. And they go and report to Narayana also. Yeah, okay. It's all very exciting. It's different. That inclination, that devotion if you have. Not an idea of picnic, not an adventure. Then that's a different Rajoguna. Shuddha Sattva. I want to reach the feet of Narayana. Narayana should touch my heart and bless me. In this attitude, when you go, there is no place as divine as Badri Narayana in our whole globe or universe. Adbhutam. No, Bhagavan खुद ही करे. Lachova Mahashta Narayana. He did not say, Beta Dwaraka ja, Dwaraka to any डूब रहा है. चल जा मथुरा, चल जा बिंद्रावन, या नई दिल्ली में जा उधर. I, all these places are full of politics and all. सीधा जाओ to Narayan, Badrinath. Gacchodhava Mayadishtaha Madariyakam Mamashramam. Then, having gone there, what to do? All sadhanas he gives us in 4 shlokas. Tatra matpada tirthode snana upasparshanaihi shuchi bhutva ikshaya lakanandayaha viduta shesha kalmashaha. All this we'll explain tomorrow. He says, just by you look at Alakananda Mata and she looks at you, enough, all the kalmasha vidhuta are washed away. Ganga Maya ka. You know, lucky we are yesterday only, we chanted Ganga Stotram. End of Ramayana class. याद है? ऐसा है क्या स्वामी जी? बोलते याद नहीं हमको. I to remember. We did yesterday our chanting of Ganga Stotram only. How wonderful it was. So today, Alakananda Mata ka darshan karo, then all papa will go away. Then what sadhana has to be done? Bhagavan is going to narrate. We will see them all tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantari. Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you. We will do our Bhagavad Gita for half an hour, 40 minutes or 30 minutes. Little Ashtotaram, it will take 6 minutes. Then some 15 minutes of talk. Then 2 or 3 chapters chanting. Agar thoda time lage, including Ramayana, have patience. So now take 2 minutes break. I also need, because this recorder is full. Take 2 minutes break, dear kids. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. Don't run away. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. 2 minutes it will take. The recorder is full. I am just copying and pasting. 1 minute. Thank you. Is it okay? Gurudeva, all of you have that patience, Shraddha, as you always have. Beautiful Ashtottaram of Geeta Mata. 6 minutes. Why not? You all please say Mama. Om Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Asyam Geeta Jayantyam Shubhatitau Mama Upat Samasta Durtakshe Dwara Sri Parameshwar Prityartham Sri Krishna Anugraha Geeta Mato Anugraha Praptyartham Samasta Guru Devata Anugraha Praptyartham Tesham Anugrena श्रीमद् भगवत गीता उपनिषदुक्त परमात्म ज्ञान अनुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम विश्वशांति कल्याणार्थम आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि सत्संपदा विवेक वैराग्य शमदम परम तितिक्षा श्रद्धा समाधान मुमुक्षुत्व श्रवण मन निध्यासन पूर्वक ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम श्री गीता मातुः श्री कृष्ण परमात्मनः अष्टोत्तर शतनामैः पुष्पैः पूजयामि। तदनन्तरं गीतासारस्य गीतापारायणमपि करिष्यामहे। मां रक्ष रक्ष। ओम श्री कृष्णाय नमः। श्री गीतामात्रे नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि आसनं समर्पयामि पाद्यार्घ्याचमनीयान् समर्पयामि। शुद्धोदक क्षीरोदक पञ्चामृत क्षीरोदक शुद्धोदक स्नानाभिषेकान् समर्पयामि। वस्त्रयुग्मम् उपवीतं दिव्यपरिमलगन्धान् धारयामि। हरिद्रा कुङ्कुम अक्षतान् समस्त अलङ्कारान् समर्पयामि। पुष्पै पूजयामि। फर्स्ट श्री कृष्ण अष्टोत्तरम we used to do in the beginning days every day for Bhagavatam. Time constraint, we couldn't continue. Today we do. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Om Kamalanataya Namaha. Vasudevaya Namaha. Sanatanaya Namaha. Om Vasudevatmajaya Namaha. Punyaya Namaha. Leelamanasa Vigrahaya Namaha. Shri Vatsa-Kaustubhadraya Namaha. Yashodavатsalaya Namaha. Hare Namaha. Chaturbhujata Chakrasa Gada Shankadhyayidhaya Namaha. Devakinandanaaya Namaha. Srishaya Namaha. Nandagopal Priyatmajaya Namaha. Vimnavaka Samharine Namaha. Balabhadra Priyanujaya Namaha. Putana Jivitharaya Namaha. Shakadasurabanjanaya Nandavajananandine Namaha. सच्चिदानंद विग्रहाय नवनीत विलिप्तांगाय नमः। नवनीत नटाय नमः। नघाय नवनीत वाहराय नमः। मुजुकुंद प्रसादकाय नमः। षोडशस्त्री सहस्रेशाय नमः। त्रिभंगने नमः। मधुराकृते नमः। शुभो अमृताब्धिन्दवे नमः। गोविन्दाय नमः। योगिनामते नमः। वत्सवार्चरानन्ताय नमः। धेनुकासुर भंजनाय त्रिकृतनावर्ताय नमः। यमलार्जुन भंजनाय उत्तालताल भेत्रे नमः। तमाल श्यामलाकृते नमः। गोपगोपेश्वराय नमः। योगे नमः। कोटि सूर्य समप्रभाय विलापते नमः। परञ्ज्योतिषे नमः। यादवेन्द्राय विद्वान वनमाल्य नमः। पीतवासे नमः। पारिजातवाहरकाय नमः। गोवर्धनाचलोद्धर्त्रे नमः। गोपालाय नमः। सर्वपालकाय नमः। अजाय निरञ्जनाय नमः। कामजनकाय नमः। कुञ्जलोचनाय नमः। मधुग्नेन मधुरानाथाय नमः। द्वारकानायकाय नमः। बल्लेन वृन्दावनान्त संचारनेन तुलसीदामोषणाय नमः। शमन्तकमणेर्हत्रे नमः। नरनारायणात्मकाय नमः। कुब्जा कृष्णाम्बरधराय नमः। आयने नमः। ओम परम पुरुषाय नमः। मुष्टिकासुरचाणूरमल्लविधविशारदाय नमः। संसार वैरिणे नमः। कंसारे नमः। मुरारे नमः। नरकान्तकाय नमः। अनादिब्रह्मचारिणे नमः। कृष्णाविष्णुकर्षकाय नमः। शिशुपालशरच्छेत्रे नमः। दुर्योधनकुलान्तकाय नमः। विदुराक्रूरवरदाय नमः। विश्वरूप प्रदर्शकाय नमः। सत्यवाचय नमः। सत्संकल्पाय नमः। सत्यभावरताय नमः। जयने नमः। सुभद्रा भूर्वजाय नमः। जिष्णवे नमः। भीष्मोक्तिप्रदायकाय नमः। जगद्गुरवे नमः। जगन्नाथाय नमः। वेणनाथशारदाय नमः। वृषभासुरविध्वंसने नमः। बाणासुरक्रान्तकाय नमः। इष्टप्रतिष्ठात्रे नमः। भरिभरावतंसकाय नमः। पार्थसारथिन अव्यक्ताय नमः। गीतामृतमहोदधे नमः। कालीफणिमाणिक्यरञ्जित श्रीवधाम्बुजाय नमः। दामोदराय नमः। यज्ञभोक्त्रे नमः। दानविद विनाशकाय नमः। नारायणाय नमः। परस्मै ब्रह्मणे नमः। पन्नगासन वाहनाय नमः। तिलक्रासमायुक्त गोपीवस्त्रापहारकाय नमः। पुण्यश्लोकाय नमः। तीर्थपादाय नमः। वेदवेद्यां दयानिधे नमः। सर्वतीर्थात्मकाय नमः। सर्वग्रहरूपिणे नमः। परात्पराय नमः। श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। पुष्पे पूजयामि। गीता माता अष्टोत्तरम्। ओम श्री गीतादेव्यै नमः। ओम विमलायै नमः। सुखदायै नमः। मुनिसंस्तुतायै नमः। तत्त्वार्थबोधिन्यै नमः। सर्वलोकसम्पूज्यायै नमः। ओम श्री कृष्णमुखनिसृताय नमः, ओम पावज्ञे नमः, पुण्यदाय नमः, महादेव्यै नमः, निष्प्रत्युहचिदात्मिकाय नमः, शोकमोहापन्त्रे नमः, मोक्षदाय नमः, ब्रह्मबोधिन्ये नमः, ओम ब्रह्मविद्याय नमः, ओम चिदानन्दाय नमः, ओम भवज्ञे नमः, ओम भयनाशिन्ये नमः, ओम वेदत्रयात्मिकाय नमः, अनंताय नमः, ओम तत्त्वार्थज्ञानमञ्जरे नमः, ओम व्याससङ्ग्रथिताय नमः, ओम पूताय नमः, ओम संसारमलमोचन्ये नमः, ओम सर्वशास्त्रमये नमः, ओम मात्रे नमः, ओम सर्वतीर्थमये नमः, ओम तत्त्वमस्यादिवाक्योत्तब्रह्मतत्त्वावगाहिन्ये नमः, ओम शान्तिप्रदाय नमः, ओम परानन्दाय नमः, ओम बोधामृततरङ्गिणे नमः, ओम विश्वसंस्कृतिसम्भूताय नमः, ओम विश्वधर्मप्रचारिण्ये नमः, ओम विश्वैकरचनाय नमः, ओम रमणीयार्थभासिताय नमः, ओम रम्याय नमः, ओम विश्वमानवसम्पूज्याय नमः, विश्वमङ्गलकारिण्ये नमः, ओम विश्वसिद्धान्तसम्मान्ये नमः, विश्वसम्मोहनाशिन्ये नमः, ओम विश्वस्वरूपिण्ये नमः, विश्ववन्द्याय नमः, विश्वतत्त्वप्रकाशिन्ये नमः, ओम त्रिगुणातीततत्त्वार्थभासिन्ये नमः, ओम ग्रन्थिभेदिन्ये नमः, लोकोत्तरगुणोपेताय नमः, ओम लोकोचितमतान्विताय नमः, लोकोद्धरणसंशीलाय नमः, ओम लोकामोदप्रवर्तिताय नमः, ओम नीताखिलशास्त्रार्थाय नमः, शुभौचपदगुम्बिताय नमः, ओम अनिर्वाच्याय नमः, ओम गंभीराय नमः, ओम नित्याय नमः, ओम नित्यसुखप्रदाय नमः, ओम अनेकव्याख्यानसंविन्नाय नमः, ओम नानाचार्य समादृताय नमः, ओम स्वस्वानुकूलभावार्थशोभिताय नमः, ओम शान्तिदान्तिदाय नमः, ओम नित्यनूतनभावार्थदायिन्ये नमः, ओम लोककामदाय नमः, ओम प्राच्यपाश्चात्यखण्डान्तर्निवासि जनमोदिन्ये नमः, ओम अक्षराय नमः, ओम अद्वेषिण्ये नमः, ओम सर्वकालधर्मप्रबोधिन्ये नमः, ओम दैवसम्पत्सुसम्पन्नाय नमः, ओम आसुरभावादिवर्जिताय नमः, ओम अष्टादशमहायोगभूषिताय नमः, ओम भ्रष्टतारिण्ये नमः, ओम स्त्रीशूद्रसमुद्धर्त्रे नमः, ओम समभावविशोभिन्ये नमः, ओम ईर्ष्याप्रसूतजात्यादिदुरहङ्कारघातिन्ये नमः, ओम चण्डालद्विजशूद्रादिसर्वोद्धरणतत्पराय नमः, ओम मायावनोदिन्ये नमः, ओम सत्याय नमः, ओम द्वन्द्वभेदविनाशिन्ये नमः, ओम भेदभावपीयूषवर्षिण्ये नमः, ओम ज्ञानभासिन्ये नमः, ओम त्यागरूपाय नमः, ओम अनवद्याय नमः, ओम विमुक्तफलशालिन्ये नमः, ओम यथाधिकारी निष्कामकर्मध्यानादिबोधिन्ये नमः, ओम भवमग्नप्रजानौकायै नमः, ओम बन्धच्छेदविचक्षणाय नमः, ओम भगवद्भावसम्पूर्णाय नमः, ओम भववारिधिकारिण्ये नमः, ओम आध्यात्मिकमहाकाशरसत्सौदामिनीसमाय नमः, ओम निष्कलाय नमः, ओम निर्मलाय नमः, ओम शान्ताय नमः, ओम सर्वतेजोमये नमः, ओम शुभाय नमः, ओम तमो विमूढलोकान्धकारनोदनचन्द्रिकाय नमः, ओम श्रुत्यन्तगततत्त्वार्थबोधिन्ये नमः, ओम बोधभासुराय नमः, ओम बोधामृतभयशुक्लाय नमः, ओम पार्थवत्सधरान्विताय नमः, ओम दोग्धकृष्णाय नमः, ओम गोरूपाय नमः, ओम कामधेनवे नमः, ओम शुगन्तिकाय नमः, ओम क्लिन्नपार्थसमोहन्त्रे नमः, ओम क्षात्रधर्मप्रवर्तिकाय नमः, ओम कर्तव्यच्युतधीमूढजन सत्पथदर्शिकाय नमः, ओम सर्वसन्न्याससंलक्षयायै नमः, ओम पूर्णब्रह्मप्रबोधिन्यै नमः, ओम कलिसन्त्रस्तसम्मूढलोकत्राणचनाय नमः, ओम परायै नमः, ओम श्री गीतामात्रे नमः, ओम श्रुतिमात्रे नमः, स्मृति पुराण इतिहासाय सर्वेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमो नमः, अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः, पुष्पै पूजयामि, धूपदीपान् समर्पयामि, नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि, ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणमध्ये मध्यमृतमानवस्तपाद प्रक्षालनाच मूलताम्बूल नीराजनान् च दर्शयामि, ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकन्येमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वम्। ॐ तस्य भासः सरनिभाति। ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मङ्गलं श्रीकुरुक्षेत्रनक्षत्रधारिणे पार्श्वरूपाय गीताचार्याय मङ्गलम्। ॐ श्री गीतामात्रे नमः। बोल श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय, कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्रुति माता की जय, गीता मैया की जय। बोलो श्री वेदव्यासादि समस्त गीताचार्य की जय, आद्य शंकरादि गीता प्रबोधक की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, परम गुरु तपोवन महाराज की जय। Just do pranam to Arati and pray that very soon we study Gita with Sri Adi Shankara Bhashyam. In which language we don't know. We do that definitely. Thank you. Now a short sweet puja we have done for some time. What we can talk on Gita? Do we have any adhikara? We don't have. We only are humble servants of our Shruti Mata Shastras. So, like Bhagavad Gita, many people talk the greatness of Gita. Some people also know what is contained in Gita. Among the few are the ones who catch the essence, and among those few, the very few are there who truly practice Gita and get benefit of Gita ji and reach to their own mainly the inner evolution and emancipation along with the outer also. So Gita Adi Shastra are mainly for mukti giving shastras. They're all moksha shastra. Same time they can give the bhakti also, because in that bhakti is there and also the management of life is there. So the entire Upanishad Saram is Bhagavad Gita, and also all the Yoga Saram is Bhagavad Gita, and all the Karma Yoga Ityadi Saram also Gita. Therefore, if one can trust Gita and study all the knowledge required from succeeding in the outer world, succeeding in the management of mind, succeeding in the management of all the experiences that come in the world, along with that, even the mukti also one can gain. But mainly, Gita is the mukti shastra, moksha shastra. It is one of the prasthana traya. So from that, so many things you can, mind management, desire management, every management techniques they are available. We can do that also from Gita, but at least give that name that these things also we learn from Gita. And while telling them, tell this as I am telling you, this is not the purpose of Gita only, though we are benefiting in this way, but Gita's purpose is to give us the ultimate, the highest, the greatest, that is liberation through Sharanagati and as well as Jnanam. Then Gita ji has so many commentaries, so many bhaktas, so many of the yogis have done research, they are doing now, even future also they will do. Endless commentaries will come. All said and done, you and I personally, if you see, how much of us we near to Gita, how much of us we entered into Gita, how much of us we allowed the Gita to enter into us, and how much of us we made the Gita to transform our lives performance. This is what matters. This is what counts. This is what is required for us to understand and do. So instead of reading, studying Gita hundreds of times, एक बार पढ़ें, थोड़े भी important चीजें सीखें, and bringing them into our lives practice. That's what gives us more benefit. So today is Geetha Jayanti. Let us celebrate, do puja to her. But that's not enough. We also have to have the content, like I was telling in the morning class. I don't know which one, for the youth or maybe in Telugu class. There should be no Indian and Hindu without knowing what is contained in every chapter of Gita, at least a synopsis. And asking more, you and I have to do everything, including Nirahara Diksha Ityadi, making our government decide and announce Bhagavad Gita as the national text. And it should be done in such a way that right from the class 4 onwards or 5, all the students should be taught from the Gita, the shlokas, and as they become graduates, they must know the essence of some of the chapters. That should be the first knowledge. That should be the first thing. Only after passing in this Gita Jnana test, that they should be tested for their physics, their chemistry or law or medicine, then the certificate should be given. In that way, what happens? A spiritual oriented professionals, when they come out, even if they want, they can't be corrupt. Even if they want, they cannot be lazy. Because the jnanam which is gained purely given from the Guru and all, it will never allow us to continuously commit mistakes. Nowadays, what's happening? Every artha kama vidya are given, but dharma moksha vidyas are not given. Then what vidya you give, that alone will be in the minds of students. Now, how do you call the artha kama as vidya? It is an avidya only, because it's binding us, it's destroying the prakriti, it's destroying all mutual relations, it is bringing only dukkha. Gita is Dharma Shastra, Dharma Vidya, and Moksha Shastra and Moksha Vidya. First, the test be taught. In fact, I was expecting at least before we die, we will be able to see that on Gita Jayanti day, in and through all offices, government, private, some Gita slokas are culled out and somebody gives them the lecture on that and they get the idea of Gita Ji and practice it. See, today there's no news. I was browsing through all TV channels and papers. Somewhere vaguely that written Gita Jayanti. Bhagavan Krishna's teachings for the entire mankind, for all the eternity, for giving them the bhukti and mukti. Such a great knowledge which is utilized and which is used and got benefit by millions and millions and millions of people. About that in India itself, in the Bharata Varsha, where Sanatana Dharma is, if today in Gita के बारे में अपने भारत वर्ष में, if it is not so explained or talked about, what to do, what to talk about, it's spreading in the whole world. This is the sad state of affairs. Never mind. That is how the timings are. We can do our job of ourselves respecting Gita. How? Today Gita Jayanti. Agle saal Gita Jayanti. In between 365 दिन daily 2 श्लोक पढ़ो. साल के खत्म होते ही you are at least gone through the entire Gita once. Half an hour or 20 minutes spend karo and study what Bhagavan says, what Arjuna's question, what is this, how it is related to my life and evolution. थोड़ा 15 मिनट पढ़ना, 15 मिनट सोचना, you will get umpteen number of knowledges and eye openers with which you can change the entire vision of life from this miserable to the most beautiful. Pakka guarantee. So this much can be our contribution. Second contribution can be what? Give this Gita Upadesha, Gita's glory to your own subsequent generations, at least your children. Tell them, beta kuch padho na but Gita jarur padho ek baar. Jald se jald. Not like me after becoming Budhau, where I can't listen or see. I started. Don't do that stupid mistake I have done. You right from now only study by from the age of 20, 25. So by the 40, 50, you are a master of it. Entire life with the base of Gita. You will always do only those things which give you really name and fame and success and happiness and peace. This is the second thing we can do. Apart from we do for ourselves with commitment the study. Third thing what we can do, please help whichever the organization wherever they are doing tirelessly that Gita Prachar. And give ideas, give suggestions, and physically you participate. Take the responsibilities. See to it that Gita Jnanam is given. Because there are so many other things. Purana are there, Itihas are there, Upanishads are there. Upanishads are too sublime for today's world. Purana Itihasas too lengthy for today's world. Too complicated. Gita is the best text. That's why Bhagavan he gave it. It is short and sweet. Every chapter 30, 40, 50 slokas, that's all. And also the content wise it is sublime. The language wise it is easy. Logic is simply understandable and most fit for the modern man. This Gita Jnanam. It's so and Bhagavan Krishna ensured that he gives it in such a way the Kali Yuga people definitely appreciate it if they have little unbiased approach towards it. So we can help wherever the Gita Prachar is going on. तो मैं तो कहता हूँ गीता वारोत्सव, पक्षोत्सव, मासोत्सव should happen all over. And who are in big positions, वहाँ वो लोग गीता पढ़कर गीता के अनुसार जिएंगे. So all the corruptions, impurities, they go away. Mutual quarrels, they go away. Self-discipline, they all will come. Tuning to the Desha Bhakti, that will happen. Tuning to the divinity, devotion, that will also happen. Nobody will be lazy after that. Everybody will be working tirelessly with all their intellect, with mind and body. Nothing but prosperity, nothing but peace, nothing but togetherness, nothing but joy will come in the entire group or the nation if they all follow Gita sincerely. And we have so many great people who can give us the guidance, direction according to Bhagavad Gita. It's so beautiful. एक शास्त्र बस गीतो एको शास्त्रम देवकी गीतमेव. One shastra, that is said, no. गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्मात् विनिसृता. One Gita enough came out of mouth of Krishna for all of us to listen and get liberation. So too, Sarva Upanishada Gavaha Dogdha Gopala Nandana Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Amritam. From the Upanishad cows, the Krishna, the milking man, brought out the milk called as this Gita Ji for Arjuna and all of us. They're all beautiful things. Given a time, we can talk on Gita for years together also. So such a great Gita Mata's Jayanti today, so we all should have that respect, reverence to Mother Gita and thanks to Krishna and extend that gratitudes by studying Gita. Call out at least 50 shlokas of Gita and you must know them by heart. Main ones. Every chapter 2 or 3 you must have. So today what I will do for next 15 minutes, because Gita Jayanti, any one shloka, one theme, one chapter, I can't take and exhaustively elaborate, though that can be done. But what I feel for all our satisfaction is just give you the names of 18 chapters of Gita. At least listen to the names. Good one. What are the 18 chapters? Some of you must be knowing it by heart. Some of you can really feel it. And in the name itself, the content is given. What is contained in the chapter is revealed through that the name of the chapter itself. Are you ready for 10 minutes? Go through that. 10 or 12, what I don't know. The first chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. What are the essence lessons from that we have to understand is even Arjuna can be Bevakoof. Even Arjuna can have Vishada because of his Bevakoof. But Arjuna was not permanently Buddhu like us. He was wise. What is wisdom? He converted that Vishada into yoga. How? By surrendering himself to Lord Krishna and his teachings at that time, as a result of which not only he came out of his own Vishada by becoming a means for the Gita knowledge to be revealed, but because of him, throughout the universe, whoever becomes Vishadi, when they follow Gita, they can make their life yoga. That way, first chapter says, everybody will have Vishada, but only few can convert it into yoga. How? By the Vairagya for the world, by the Mumuksha or Jignasa, and surrendering to the Guru and God. For him, Guru and God are two in one. And that Guru God gave the entire Shastra essence as Gita. So Sakala Shastra Sara, Gita. Sakala Devata Swarupa, Krishna. Sakala Guru Swarupa, Krishna Mande Jagat Gurum. All three Arjuna got. That was he deserving. He chose that. He has chosen Krishna to be friend. He has chosen Krishna to be charioteer. He has surrendered to Krishna as the God. He surrendered to Krishna as the teacher. He allowed Krishna to give the knowledge. He accepted the knowledge. He followed the knowledge. He got outer victory. He got inner victory also. So, in the first chapter, Arjuna Vishada Yoga, so many topics, so many characters, so many discussions. But in that 14th and 32nd slokas are important. 14th sloka, Krishna Arjuna coming and blowing the conch, and that is how it is. I will do it for you today. Ek baar. Panchajanyam Rishikesha. 32 sloka is the one which talks about Arjuna's pure Vairagya Sthiti. Na Kangshe Vijayam Krishna, Nacharajyam Sukhanicha, Kim no Rajyena Govinda, Kim Bhogair Jivitenava. What was the 14th sloka? Tata Shvetair Hayar Yukte Mati Sandane Sthito, Madhava Pandavasheva, Devyau Shankau Pradatmatuhu. So chapter 1 is qualification chapter, diagnosis of problem chapter. Its name is Arjuna Vishada Yogam. Second is called as Sankhya Yoga. In that Sankhya Yoga, right from beginning till the end, Bhagavan detailedly explains. First itself, he gives the Brahmajnanam and Atmajnanam. To achieve that, how one has to purify oneself through the Dharma, that also he says. While doing the Dharma, how one has to balance with regarding what happens in inside and outside, the Samatva Yoga also he says. Then toward the end, Arjuna asks, what are the Lakshana of a Jnani? In those 18 slokas, Bhagavan gives Sthita Prajna Lakshanas, Sankhya Yoga. It is the essence of entire Shastra and Gita. The chapter 3 up to 17 are the explanation only of the chapter 2, the Sankhya Yoga, Samyak Khyapanam. Who is Jiva, what is Jagat, what is Brandhanam, what is Moksham, what is Janma, what is Marana, what is Dharma, what is Yoga Sthiti, all have come in chapter 2. We will read it. When we study, we will take 20-30 days for it. Then third chapter is Karma Yoga. With all the theory understood in chapter 2, practically we have to start journey from where we are. We are in the Karma Kshetra. Converting Karma into Karma Yoga is the first sadhana. So therefore, which karma not to be done, which karma to be done, for whom it should be done, with what attitude it should be done, what are the en route obstacles, how to conquer them, and where the karma phala has to be seen outside or inside. All these are elaborately talked in Karma Yoga, named third chapter. Beautiful it is. Excellent. Yajnarthat Karmanyatra, Yajna Bhavana is told in that. In that, the 30th sloka. In the second chapter, every sloka is beautiful. The Ashochanam Ashochatvam, the 11th one is wonderful. Karmanyavadikaraste, 42 is beautiful. Esha Brahmi, the 72 is beautiful. These are all great, great slokas. Third chapter, Karma Yoga. The 30th, Mai Sarvani Karmani Sanyasya Adhyatma. Then Yastvatmatreva Syat. Then the Arjuna asked the question, how we commit the sin, why we are doing, how to come out of it. Then he gives the thesis of the biggest enemy, the Kamana, Krodha and Lobha, how to conquer also. This is how chapter 3 is very beautiful to make our karma into Karma Yoga with all details. But our sadhana is to know the self, so you cannot hold on to continuously karma. Slowly you have to come out of it. Therefore, straight away you cannot give up karma. Change your attitude, by which slowly the karma leaves you. That's why Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, 4th chapter. Excellent. Bhagavan in the beginning only tells his Avatara Rahasya, then slowly develops the topic and he tells Karmanya Karmaya Pashed Ityadi attitudes, by which while involving in the world also through the Sakshi Bhava, slowly we can withdraw at least from the future activities. Then he talks about 12 types of yajnas to live life in the yajna bhavana, so that from the individuality we jump into the totality. All those great details. And in this chapter only, we will see Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatprasamitendriya jnanam ladvaparam shantim achirinadi gachyati, and tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, how to go to teacher, surrender to him, have faith, get instructed by him, learn that knowledge, and all that comes. And here about Jnana Khadga, Jnana Agni, Jnana Nauka, all that comes in 4th chapter. So a masterpiece it is in itself, we can study it. Then once this is done, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, slowly we have to see that other than our dharma karma, nothing is in our life to be involved. That is called as Karma Sannyasa. In Karma Sannyasa, Karta, Karma, Karma Phala, from our side it is dropped. Whatever God tells, only that much we see, but that much we do. Therefore, this is the 5th chapter. It's called Karma Sannyasa Yoga. He gives in all the details how, while living every moment dynamically in the world, keeping Paramatma as the goal, knowing that the Indriyas are working in their particular fields, by detaching that way, while doing all of that, how we can purify ourselves, get qualified for the meditation of 6th chapter. All that is given in 5th chapter. So in the 5th chapter, every shloka is beautiful, but especially that Shaknoti Havayas Shodum, Prakshari Vimokshanat, and the last 4 shlokas of meditation, Sparshan Krutva Bahirvahyan Chakshusevantare Bhuvo, Pranapano Samo Krutva Nasa Bhyantara Charinau. So all those Gita, 5th chapter, those small one, but very beautiful. Today we are going to chant it anyway. Now the 6th is Dhyana Yogam or Atma Samyama Yoga. How to control our chitta, buddhi, also how to utilize it for meditation. Both are taught in this 47 shloka of 6th chapter. So अनाश्रित कर्म फलम से शुरू करते हैं, स्लोली भगवान उद्धरेद आत्मनात्मानम बोलते हैं, उसके बाद शुचोदेशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य से लेकर आत्मसंस्थ मन कृत्वा न किंचिदपि चिंतयेत् तक, in those 7-8 slokas he develops how to do meditation topic. Beautiful. Then Yunjanegam Sadatmanam Yogi Yogita Kalmashaha Sukena Brahma Samsparsham Atyantam Sukamashnute. He assures, he promises, in this way to meditation, you will touch your own self and experience the bliss of this self. After that, Sarabhutastamatmano, Sarabhutani Jatmani, Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma, Sarvata Samarshnaha, he talks about the Samadrushti. In this chapter, the 18th sloka, what is that? Tam vidya dukkha samyoga viyogam yoga sangnitam sanischena yukta yogo nirvanachetsa. And also last 2 slokas. Stop doing everything, start becoming this Atma Samyaga Yogi and Dhyana Yogi and Atma Yogi. Tapasvibhyo diko yogi jnanebhyo matodikaha karmibhyashchadika yogi tasmad yogi bhavarjana yogi nama sarvesham atkadenandara atmana shraddhavan vaidayamam same yuktastamo mataha yuktadamataha. These are all beautiful things. These 6 chapters are called as Karma Shatkam. Okay, in Gita. Second 6 are Bhakti Shatkam, third 6 are called as Jnana Shatkam. In the Karma Shatkam, our Indriyas, Mana, body are purified. In the Bhakti Shatkam, the mind is purified and divinized. In the Jnana Shatkam, intellect is rightly utilized for the discovery of Paramatma. That's how Gita is so beautiful text. 7th chapter is Jnana Vijnana Yogam. In that he says, this is my Apara Prakriti, this Para Prakriti, with these 2 the world is happening, and I am in and through all of them, permeating for their existence and functioning without getting touched by them. Maya Saktamana Partha Yoga Nyunjanasreha, वहां से शुरू करते हुए, then Mattabartanam Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya, Mai Sarvidam Protam, 7th chapter, with 7th sloka. Then he gives some of the upasanas, Bhumirapo Nalo Vayu, all that. Then we are in Prakriti, we are caught by Prakriti, Maya, even though we have all the wisdom. Unless this Maya is crossed, the spiritual wisdom cannot be practiced for realization. Then what to do? Learn the art of surrendering to me. Why should I surrender to you? Because I already told you, the Parapara Prakriti, everything belongs to me. Therefore, 7th sloka, 14th sloka of 7th chapter are important. 14th one is, Devi Hesha Gudamayi, Mama Duratya, Mami Prabhadyante, Maya Metam Tarantite. Chapter's name is Jnana Vijnana Yoga. 8th chapter is called as Akshara Brahma Yoga. There, Arjuna asks the 7 questions. They are answered. Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama adhibhutam kim proktam adhidevam kim uchyate. Then adhyagna katam kotra dehesi sudana prayana kalite katam gneyos nidhatui. Aksharam brahma paramam. That is why this chapter is called as Akshara Brahma Yoga. Svabhava adhyatma uchyate bhutbhavadbhavkaraha. He answers all their 7 questions. Then how one throughout the life, remembering the Lord, purify and make the Lord thought of the Lord so powerful that at the end of the life, while leaving the body, chanting the Omkara, bring your individuality from the heart to the cranium. When we leave out, we become one with Paramatma. All that Mukti Marga is taught in the 8th chapter. Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamanusmara Yuddhacha Mayarpita Manobuddhi Mame Vaishyasya Samshayam. There's a beautiful shloka. Then Omitya Kaksaram Brahma Vyaharan Mamanusmaran Yah Prayati Samadbhavam Yati Nastatra Samshayaha. That is a beautiful shloka. Purushasya Parampartha Bhaktyalabhyastanaya Yasyantastani Bhutani. That is another excellent shloka. Then Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram, the 7-8 pointers for meditation is given in the 8th chapter. Toward the end, he tells the two paths. One path which brings you back to the Manushaloka to continue again. Other path is Brahmamukti, where you go to Uttamalokas and reach. Third path is what? Staying here only, listening from the Guru Mahavakyas and meditating and realizing. The three things are told here. Shukla Marga, in that two, Krishna Marga is one. Then Vedesha Ignesh Tapasaya Daneshat Punyaparam Pradishtam Atyeti Sarvam Idyam Viditva Yogi Param Sthanopadichadyam. So become the Jnana Yogi, Dhyana Yogi, Bhakta Yogi, Ashtanga Yogi. Bhagavan says, don't become a Rogi by becoming a Bhogi. Become a Yogi and become a Paramananda ke Bhagi. That's what Bhagavan wants. 9th chapter is such a beautiful chapter. It's called as Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam. In those, how many topics, how many subtle things. Jnana, Bhakti, Yoga, everything again comes in 9th chapter. In that, he says, oh Arjuna, you are so dear, close to me. Therefore, I am giving you this knowledge. Idam tu te guhyatamam pravakshami anasuyame jnana vijnana sahita vijnata moksha svad he raja vidya raja guhyam pavitram idam uttamam pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam suskam kartum avayam. All that he says, those who don't have Shraddha in this, they don't follow it and they destroy themselves. If they follow it, they really get my blessings and reach me. Then in 2 shlokas, in the 4 steps, entire Vedanta Prakriya Bhagavan says in 9th chapter. Maya tadavidam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina vastani sarvabhutani nacham deshvastitaha nachavastani bhutani. This is what my yoga and Ishvara, you have to see that. Then throughout this 9th chapter, Bhagavan gives again so many upasanas, so many vibhutis, pitama, sajagda, mata, dhata, pitama, all that. In 9th chapter, the shlokas all are important, especially the 22. You know all that famous Ananya Chintayantavam Ejana Parivaste. In this chapter only he says, how much ever you were bad till this moment, from this moment, if you take up the spiritual path, all your bad slowly goes away. You become Dharmatma, you become Sadhu, you become Jnani, you become Mukta also. Apichet Sudurachara Vaite Mamanya Bhag Sadhareva Samantavya Samyak Vyavastosa Shipramati Dharmatma Shashvat Chanting Javachati Kaunte Prajani Name Bhakta Pranashati, all that. And he also talks about doing punya, go to Swarga, again come back. Instead of that, do the knowledge and reach the self from where there is no coming back to this limited life of Jiva Bhava. And in this chapter only, Bhagavan beautifully concludes, therefore Arjuna, Manmanabha Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Yuktva Evam Atmanamat Parayanaha. In this way, you are tuning only to me, my knowledge and all, you will reach to me only. And many things in 9th chapter. Then the 10th one, Vibhuti Yogam, 73 Vibhuti, Bhagavan gives because Arjuna asks, please बताओ मुझे आपका worship करना है, कैसे करूं? याभिर विभूतिभिर लोकान इमान संव्याप्यतिष्ठसि कथम विद्यामहं योगिन त्वां सदा परिचिन्तयन् केषु केषु भावेषु चिन्तोषु भगवन्मया विस्तरेण आत्मनः योगं विभूतिं जनार्दन भूयः कथय तृप्तिर्हि शृणुते नास्तु मे अमृतम्. He asks, and before that, Bhagavan only says, Bhuya Mahavaho Shunve Paramam Vacha. And then in that he says, the 6th, 7th, 8th sloka of 10th chapter are, if you, your friends, continuously talk about me, think about me, meditate about me, I will enter into your hearts and light the lamp of knowledge, with which all the ignorance, darkness goes away. You will never stumble in your life for your failures, falters and miseries or frustrations. See, Machita, Madhutapana, Bodhenta Parasparam, Katenta Shamam Nityam, Tushanti Ramanticha, Tesham Satayuktana, Maitam Pritipuragam, Dadami Buddhyogam to Mirmapyantite, Teshame Vanukam Partham, Hamaknanam Japanashame Atmavasta, Jnana Deepena Bhaswata. Give me a chance to enter to your heart, give me a permission to light the lamp of knowledge, see to it that your life is glowing with wisdom for all successes and happinesses. That is how 10th chapter begins. Then when Arjuna asks, Bhagavan says, Mere Vibhutiya to karodo hai. So short few of them I will tell you. Hantate kadeshyami divya ahyatma bhutaya pradhanyata kurushteshtavai na asti antah vistarasya me. There is no end. Then he starts Aham Gudakesha Sarvabhutashe Sthidaha. Oh Arjuna, I am the Atma in every other being. That's my first vibhuti. Then Aditya Madhyam cha Bhutanam Antavya cha Adityanam Vishnu Jyotisham Raviramshman Marichirmartamasmi Nakshatranam Shashi Vedanam Savedosmi. In that way, Vedo me Samaveda, Nakshatra me Chandrama, Aditya me Vishnu. In that way, Pakshyo me Vainatiya, Raksha me Prahlada, Nadya me Ganga, Varuta me Himalaya. All 73 vibhutis he tells us for us to practice in our mind about the presence of the Lord. Once this basic practice is done, training is done, thereafter, why only Himalaya? All Parvatas are me. Why only Ganga? Every river is me. In that way. Then he tells, I am Pandavas. Among Pandavas, I am Arjuna. I am Vrishnikula. I am Krishna. Among the Munis, I am Vyasa. He says, Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninam Krishninam Vasudevasmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninam Apyam Vyasa Kavinam Usna Kavi. It's a beautiful chapter giving us such a huge list for us regularly to practice in our mind about the presence of Lord in this form, this form, this form, this form. Unless these things practically done, unless the result of that in the heart about the acceptance of presence of the Lord with the devotion is developed, please remember, we are not going to be spiritually growing. Very, very essential. And after this is done, in the 11th chapter, Bhagavan says, Arjuna ne shuru karte hain. The 10th chapter is called Vibhuti Yoga, 11th is called Vishwarupadarshana Yoga. Beginning only, he says, Arjuna, by your grace, my moha is gone, Lord. What a beautiful way you explain about yourself. Can I have the darshan of you in this Vishwarupa, which you narrated, if you think I am fit for it? See, those 5 slokas of Arjuna, 4, Madhagrahaya Paramam Guhyam Adhyatmagnitam, Yatvayoktamajastena Moho, Yamigito Mama, Bhavapyo, Bhutanam Shuto Starshamaya, Tatta Kamalapatrakshamah, Navijamyam, Evam Etat Yathat Tattvam, Atmanam Parameshwara, Drashtum Ichamite Rupama Ishwaram Purushottama, Manyase Yadi Tat Sakyam Maya Drashtumiti Prabho, Yogeshwara, Tato Metum Darshi Atmanam Abhyam. If you think I am fit, you please show. Immediately Bhagavan starts, Pashave Vadrupan, Heto Sasana Vidan Divyani. Suddenly realizes, he has got his charma chakshu. How can he see? Immediately, Divyam Dadamte chakshu, Pashame Yoma Ishwaram. He touches, gives the Divya chakshu. Then, first, as the form is unfolding, first 4 slokas, our Sanjay ji describes to Dhritarashtra when Bhagavan is revealing his form, how it is. Sanjay Vacha. Yokta Tato Rajan Maha Yogeshwara Hari Darshyamasa Partha Param Rup Maheshwaram Aneka Vaktanena Manekatu Darshanam Aneka Divya Varnam Divyanokatayadam. All that. After that is the whole form is revealed. Arjuna sees that form from that 16 to 43 slokas, which give us Sharanagati if we chant them every day. He enjoys that Vishwarupa and describes its glory. Half of it sees it is so enchanting, beautiful, as the difficult and tough and dangerous and unlikable form of Bhagavan. When he was revealing, Arjuna gets frightened and he says, Bhagavan, ye to bhayankar rupa, ye to main nahi dekhna chahta hu. Please withdraw and come to me normally with the Shankha Chakra Gadavadma, Chaturbhuja. So before that, Arjuna's Pashyami Devan, Savadeva Dehe, Sarvan Sadabhuta, Vishesh Sangan, Brahmana, Misham, Kamalasanastam, Rushin Sarvan Organs Divyan, Aneka Vahu Daravaktanetram, Pashyami Tvam, Sarutonandravum, Nantam, Namadhyana Panastavadim, Pashyami Vishweshwara. So one of the masterpiece of the literature where in the whole universe is in Bhagavan that is described. Nowhere you find that. Every of the detail Arjuna explains. Kala he explains, Desha he explains, Devatas he explains, Vyakti Vishesha explains. All the things that are happening from the birth to death, everything is happening in Paramatma. Every shloka, if it is analyzed, ये 55 श्लोक ये 11 अध्याय का 55 दिन लगते हैं उसको समझाने में. It's so sublime. So all the yogas are there, all Vedantas are there, all the dhyanas are there in that. Then in between Arjuna says, not knowing you this way, O Lord, so far I took you as a friend or brother-in-law Pal and disturbed you or insulted you individually in the public also. Please forgive me all of that. That portion is very good. Having not known your this great name, Yachavahasaartam asatkritosi. ये कितने बार मैंने आपका सत्कार किया. विहार शय्या आसन भोजनेषु एकः अथवा अपि अच्युत तत्समक्षम तत्क्षामये त्वं महाप्रमेयम्. Please forgive me like a parents forgive the children, the lover to beloved or sakha to the sakha, forgive me. पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वस्य पूज्यस्य गुरुर्गरीयान् नक्तसमोऽस्त्यभ्यधिकः कुतोऽन्यः लोकत्रयेऽपि अप्रतिम प्रभाव तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायं प्रसादये त्वामहमीशमीड्यं पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियप्रियाया रहसिनेव सोढुम्. please forgive me all my follies. That he says. Then he says, this Bhayankar Roop mein hai, aap kaun hai? Bhagavan says, Kalosmi Lokakshay Krut Pravruddha. Simultaneously, the creation is happening, beautiful maintenance is happening. Simultaneously, one side, the destruction is also happening. We want creation maintenance, but destruction we don't like. But the creation is fulfilled only in the destruction. That we don't understand. So I am in the Kala Rupa, I am here to consume everything I have come. Before that, Arjuna explained that Kala Rupa of Bhagavan, which is seeing. Damshrakaralani, Chate Mukani, Dushtoiva Kalanala Sanibani, Dishona Jani Nalave Sharma, Prasida Devesha Jagan, Bhayo Jata Arjun ko. Ye Bhayankar Roop kya dikha rahe ho aap? Every things and beings are consumed in the fire of the mouth of Bhagavan. Then toward the end, Bhagavan says, this Rupa is not seen by anyone unless I bless them. But Bhaktya to Ananya Shakya Agam Evam Medorjana, Jnatum Dashnu Zatvena Praveshna Parantava. He tells all that. And the last, Matvanukot, Matparmaha, Madbhakta Sangavarjitaha, Nirvaira Sambhute Sarva Pandavaha. In this way you do sadhana, you will be able to visualize my this Vishwarupa. A sample diya maine, but eternally you can be visualizing the Vishwarupa in this Bhakti Sharanagati. You have only this way after 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shlokas. All details of Bhagavan are understood, that in the 12th chapter we become qualified for the Bhakti. That's why it's called as Bhakti Yoga. Small, but again complete. Smallest chapter of Gita is 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga, which shloka? In that also, is Jnana great, is Bhakti great? Arjuna asks. Bhagavan says, Jnana cannot be practiced by those who are identified with the body. Therefore, it's better for you to do the Bhakti. In one shloka, he explains the whole Maya Vishamano Yamam Nityukta Paste Sadhya Varopeta Temekta Tamamataha. In one shloka, Bhakti Sarada is explained. Thereafter, 4 levels of Bhakti explains. Maya Yamanada Swamai Buddhinvesha, Atachitam Samadhatum, all that 4 levels. Then, after that, the Bhaktas Lakshanas. In 8 slokas, 32 values he tells. A bhakta lives like that, or the one who lives like that slowly becomes qualified for the bhakti. That's how the 12th chapter of Bhagavan's teachings, Adveshta Sarabhutana Maitra Karanayacha Nirvoma Nirahankaraha, all you talk about these slokas, they're all in 12th chapter only. So 11th chapter, I told you what are slokas important, 10th bhi bata diya, 12th mein bhi these 4 slokas, Maya Manvada Swami Buddhiniveshya, they are the important ones to learn. With this, the second Bhakti Shatkam is over in Bhakti Gita. Then comes the Jnana Shatkam, which is intellectual, inquiry oriented, contemplation oriented, research oriented, meditation oriented. In that, the first 13 chapters is called as Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga. So I am the Kshetrajna, this is Kshetra. And the Kshetrajna is not one per head, but is one only. In that way, it starts. Idam Shariram Kaunteya, Kshetramityavadiyete, Etadyoitam Prahu, Kshetragni Taditaha, Kshetragnam Chapmamidi Sarva Kshetresh Bharata, Kshetragni or Jnanam Yattat Jnanam Matamama. In this chapter 13, mainly the 6 very essential things to be known are asked by Arjuna. Bhagavan explains. In some Gita prints, this shloka is eliminated. In some they give. Prakritim Purusham Chaiva, Kshetram Kshetragnameva Etad Vedutamichami Jnanam Jnencha Keshava. Prakriti Purusha Kshetra Kshetrajna Jnanam Jneyam. Please tell. First he tells Kshetra Kshetrajna, then he says Jnanam Jneyam. Jnanam Jneyam in the second portion. Before that he tells again 20 values for preparing our minds for this subtle inquiry on the truth. Amanitvam, Adamitvam, Vimsa, Kshantirarjavam, all these values when you practice, the Antakarana is so Shuddha, after which the Jnana Jneya Prakriti Purusha, that Viveka, Samarthyam, Shakti comes to us. Jneyam Yatat Pravakshami, Yajnata Amritamashnade, Ananimat Parambrahma, Nasatanna Saduchate, Saratapani Tat Saratokshiromukham. All these are the Upanishad mantras. That's why, fascinated by this portion, Bhagavan Adi Shankara takes more pains to give commentary to this chapter more than any other chapter. One chapter 13 with Adi Shankara Bhashyam, we study Gita, you will be thorough in so much of understanding. We will do that when the Lord gives us chance. So in this 13th chapter also, those values are important, the meditation aspects are important. Iti kshetram tata jnanam jneyam chokta samastaha madbhakte tadvijnaya madbhavayopapadyate. As we are studying in Yoga Sutras, same here, Prakriti Purusha Prakriti Sohi Mungte Prakrijan Gunan Karanam Guna Sangosya Sadasadyo Nijanmasu. All that Upadashtan Vantaj Varta Bhokta Maishwara Paramatmitya Krutaha Dehesmin Purusha Paraha. There is a flow of beautiful shlokas. Chapter 13, very sublime. It is Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga, first of the Jnana Shatkam. The second chapter Jnana Shatkam is Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. You know, it's so most easily understandable, very appealing, and inspiring to practice is this 14th chapter. Directly, Sattva-guna Lakshanas, Raja-guna Lakshana, Tama-guna Lakshanas are told. With Sattva-guna, what are the bondages, benefits? Raja-guna, what are the bondages? Tama-guna, what are bondages? With Sattva predominant and we leave body, where we reach? Rajas, Tamas, where do we go? How to control Tamas and Rajas, come to Sattva? All these most important things required for every one of us, like you and I. So much Vedanta we study, still we can't maintain. Why we are in Rajas and Tamas? See, studying Vedanta when we are sharp in our mind, Sattva Guna, alag baat hai. But actually sadhana karna hai, we have to have our personality in our control. It is in the control of Tamas and Rajas. Unless we conquer it, how can we theoretically learn thing we practice? So all those things come in 14th chapter. Beautiful it is. Very enchanting. In that only he says, I am the Yoni and I am the Bija Prada, and from my Bija giving only, in this Mahat Brahma Yoni, the entire universe is created. Mama Yonir Mahat Brahma Tasmin Garbham Damiham, Sambhava Sarabhutanam Tato Bhavati Bharata, then Sarva Yonish Kaunte, Murte Sambhavatya, Tasam Brahma Mahat Yoni, Aham Bija Pradapita. Then only he says, Sattam Rajastamidi Gunaha Prakrit Sambhavaha, Nibadhanti Mahabaho, De Dehinam Aviyam, all those shlokas. And Arjuna asks, what are the sign symbols of a Gunatita Purusha? He's always interested. There also in second chapter, what are the Lakshana of a Jnani? He asks, Sita Pragnesa Kabhasha, etc. Here also. Bhagavan explains that's a very sublime topic, how a Gunatita Purusha is there. These 7-8 slokas flow, Prakasham, Chapravritim, Chamohameva, Chamandava, Nadvesh, Sampravutta, Nanivutta, Nikanshati, Udasena, Vadasina, Gunairiona Chalete, Gunavartantitya, Yovatishta Nengate, Samadukka Sukha Swasta, Samaloshkashma Kanjana. He goes on developing. So this 14th chapter also, every sloka important. The last one, Brahmano Hi Pradishtaham, that can be understood for Vedantic understanding. But Sattva Guna, how to develop, if that we know, that's good. 15 comes now, it's called as Purushottama Prapti Yogaha, Purushottama Yogaha, Ksharakshara Uttama Purusha Yogaha. This name nobody uses, but I feel, because in that Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha, Uttama Purusha Vibhaga is done. When all 6 chapters are Vibhaga, Gunatraya Vibhaga, then Guna, Kshetra Vibhaga, Gunatraya Vibhaga, Daiva Sampad Vibhaga, thereafter Shraddhatra Vibhaga, when you say, the last one should be Bandha Moksha Vibhaga, the 15th should be Ksharakshara Uttama Purusha Vibhaga. Vibhaga हर जगह हो रहा है, यहाँ भी हम कह सकते हैं. Anyway, 15th chapter, second smallest, 20 shlokas. But in this also, everything is told regarding Vedanta or Sadhana Mukti. That is why Bhagavan names this chapter as Shastram. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram Idamuktam. And this chapter 15, Purushottama Yoga, starts with the Varnana of the Samsara Vriksha. Urdhamula Shakama Shottam Pravaravyam Chandam Sese Varnani, Yastameza Vedavita, all the details. Then you cut the Samsara Vriksha by the Sangha Shastra. Then Tata Padam Tat Parimaritavyam. Then only you can do the Parimarvan of me. Just now we studied in Bhagavatam also. Ruknahame Suduraha Sneha Pashaha. In that Bhagavan gives ideas, meditation techniques as to how to visualize Paramatma right from the Aditya up to our own heart. Aditya Kadam Deja Jagat Bhasne Kilam Chandamasi Echagno Tatejo Gama Vishija Bhutani Dharyam Ushnam Chavde Sarvaso Am Vaishvanaro Brutva Sarvasachaham Rudhi Sanvishtaha. Slowly from the outermost to the innermost, from there to here, we have to visualize the presence of the Lord. How to do that? All those techniques is chapter 15. 15 chapter, 15 shloka is very important. Sarvasya chaham ruddhi sannivishtaha. I am in the heart of everyone. Mattasmrutir jnanam apavanam cha. From me only knowledge, forgetfulness, everything come. Then Vedesh sarvai rahameva vedyaha. In all knowledges, I am the one to be known. And Vedanta krut Veda Videva chaham. I am the giver of knowledge. I am the giver of the Guru. I only come as a Guru and give you this knowledge. All that he says. Then towards the end he says, Uttama Purusha tu Anya Paramatma Tudavrtaha, Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha, Uttama Purusha. He says, and whoever gains this knowledge, which is very subtle, he alone is fulfilling his life. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram, Idamuktamayanaga, Etad Buddha Buddhiman Syat, Krutakrutya cha Bharata. He alone is Buddhiman, he alone is Krutakrutya, if he practices this chapter 15 knowledge. Comes 16.1, Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga, Daivi Gunas, Avayam Satta Samshuddhi Ityadi are told, Asuri Gunas, Dhambo Darpo Vibanas are told. Bhagavan says, if you don't practice Daivi Guna and follow Rakshasa Asuri Guna and trouble me and trouble my creation, you will be sent to hell so much that you are never allowed to come out of it. That shloka I really like. Tanaham Dishata Kruran Samsaresha Naradavan Shipami Ajastram Ashubhan Asuri Sheva Yonishu. Asurum Yonimapana Muda Janma Janmani, Mama Prapeva Kahunte Tato Yante Davam Gati. That's how the 16th chapter, it concludes with two important topics of what are the three gateways for hell. Trigunam narakasya idam dwaram kamakrodha lopaha. And lastly he says, your life should be guided with the Shastra. Whatever Shastra says, that only you do for your dharma, for your moksha. Tasmat Shastram pramanante karya karya vastito jnatva Shastra vidanoktam karma kartu viharasi. This shloka is very important in this chapter. Then in the 17th, Shraddha Trivahag Yogam, Sattvic Shraddha, Rasik Shraddha, Tamasic Shraddha, according to three gunas, how our three types of ahara are there, three types of jnana are there, three types of tapasyas, kai, kavachika, manasika, all that he explains. In 17 chapters, again, very enchanting. He says, in the beginning only, Sattvanurupa Sarvasya Shraddha Bhavati Bharata, Shraddha Mayayam Purusha Yoyat Shraddha Sayevasaha. Whatever the deep faith we have, according to that only our antakarana, according to that only our behavior. If you are tamasic, everything is that. If you are rajasic, everything is that. In both of them, tamasic, rajasic, there is only sickness. The other one is sattvic. Where is a wick, you can light the lamp. So in that way, Bhagavan talks in 17th chapter. In this chapter again, three tapasyas are told, as I told you, kaya, vacha, manasika, must be by-hearted and practiced. And in this, the last shloka is, if you do every of your sadhana without Shraddha, it is equivalent to not doing. Ashraddhya hutam dattam tapas taptam kritam ched asaditi uchyate paata na chatat pretya no iha. Therefore, Shraddha se karo jo bhi karna hai shuru se. And here only Paramatma ki teen naam batate. Om tat saditi brahmanaha trivida smrtaha brahmanastena vedascha yajnasya vitapura tasmat om ityudavruta yajnadana tapakriya pravartante. So Om Tattu Sattu are the names of Brahma that is mentioned in this chapter. 17th chapter again, every shloka wonderful. Now comes the 18, Moksha Sannyasa Yogam, 78 shlokas. Arjuna asks question, tell me the Tyaga and Sannyasa. Sannyasa se Mahabaho Tattva Ichhavetum Tyaga se Hrishikesha Prutakesh Nishodhana. Bhagavan says giving a karma is not Tyaga Sannyasa. Kamya karma ko chodo. Kamyanam karanam nyasa sannyasam kavyavidu. After that, sarva karma phala tyagam pravas tyagam chakshanaha. Chodo kamya karma, baki karma ka phal tyago, to you become sannyasi and tyagi. Never give up yajnadana tapak karma natyajam, because they are the only ones which purify your heart. Then slowly he tells about what he left behind in the 17th chapter, the three gunas according to that, how our our buddhi, our karma, our dhanam, our yajnam, our tapasya, how they are according to three gunas they express, how we have to avoid the tamasic, rajasic and come to sattvic, all the touches. Then at the 40th sloka around, he talks about the Chaturvarnyam, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and what are their dharmas in one sloka. Shauryam Tejo, before that, Bhagavan Brahmana ka, Shauryam Tejo, Dhriti Daksham, all the Kshatriya Lakshanas, then Krushi Gaurakshawani, Shamo Damastiti Tapashosam, Kshantirarjam Yavacha, Brahmana's Dharma, Shauryam Tejo, Kshatriya, Krushi Gauraksha, Vaishya, then Paricharyatmakam, Shudra Dharma. When they do the shloka, there is what? Svesve karman nyabirataha, samsiddhim labatenaraha, swakarma niratata sindhim yatha vindati tachrudu. Living in your own karma, offering them to the Lord, how through purification you reach to me, that is a beautiful topic covered in that 18th chapter. Having said so, Bhagavan says, I gave you all 18 chapters so much, I just want to summarize you. And he summarizes, which we chanted just now, few minutes back. You know, those 6-7 shlokas, I think in Bhagavatam he spoke it, and not here. So, the 6-7 shlokas of summary of Bhagavatam, entire Vedanta sadhana, Bhagavan says here. How we have to start from our detaching from the world. I'll just talk to you. Isa siddhim prapto yada brahma tatapnoti nibodhame samase neva kaunte nishtha jnanasya para buddhya visuddhya yuktaha buddhyaatmanam niyamya shraddhadin vishans tektva ragadvisha vidasya. Essence he gives, a synopsis like he gave in Bhagavatam also 29th chapter. Then after that, again Bhagavan says, I love you so much, Arjuna. Once more I want to tell you. He says, Ishwar sarvabhuteshu urdesheshu tishtati. सबके हृदय में भगवान है, उनका ही शरण में जाओ तुम. और 66 श्लोका सर्वधर्मान परित्यज मामेकम शरणं व्रज अन्त्वा सर्व पापे मोक्षयिष्यामि. That is how the important shloka of the 18th chapter. Then have you heard it? Is your moha has gone away, or should I teach you some more? Then you just think about it, understand it, whatever you feel like, do it now. Life is yours, you are answerable, you have to reach out. Arjun says, after giving such a knowledge, gaining that, what else can be greater than this? I'll just follow what you say. My moha is gone. देखो पूरा सुनेगा तो पता चल रहा है ना सुनने वाले को क्या फायदा हुआ। तो नष्टो मोहा स्मृतिर्लब्धा त्वत्प्रसादात् मया च्युता स्थितोऽस्मि गतः संदेहः करिष्ये वचनं तव। In that way, Arjuna tells what result he got having learned Gita. Then in this way, Sarvadharman Parityaja, with that Bhagavan concludes, but he says in 3-4 slokas, this is the Gita Jnanam, should not be given to these people, fellows, undeserving. Idante natvaskaya na bhakta kadachana na chasu sushevacham na chamam yobhya suyati. But give it to my devotees. Yaivam param guhyam mad bhakte shabdasati bhakti mai parang krutva mame vashya samsyam. So whoever give my Gita knowledge to all the bhaktas, they are most dearest to me in my past, present, future, he says. Gita Jnana Yajna. So in this way, Bhagavan concludes. Arjuna also concluded. Now, Dhritarashtra ji ko, हमारे संजय जी conclusion में he explains. What a great knowledge Bhagavan gave. What a wonderful Vishrupa he has given for darshanam. Remembering all that, I am reveling in all that joy. It was done in the day one only, but I know you are not in a mood to listen, therefore I didn't tell. Now you asked on the 10th day when Bhishmacharya collapsed, therefore I am narrating all this to you. All said and done. All this detail you asked, I told you, but in my conviction, only one thing. What's that? Wherever Lord Krishna is there, wherever Arjuna is there, there Vijayaha Bhotihi Niti will be there. Not in the opposite camp. Therefore, at least after Bhishma died, you just compromise and surrender and stop this war. Naito Drona will die, Karna will die, even all Kauravas will die, you alone will be there. फिर भी धृतराष्ट्र नहीं सुनता है सुनता है तो धृतराष्ट्र नहीं है तो लास्ट श्लोक इज यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्ण यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिः ध्रुवानीतिरमतिर्मम थैंक यू we just felt like going through this Gita as a bird's eye view. Anyway, in some months or a year's time, we are going to study with Gudhartha Deepika and Shankara Bhashyam exhaustively the Gita in 1 or 2 years. It will take. Let us enjoy that Shastram also. So today being Geeta Jayanti, we took this chance to talk about it. This is what the bird's eye view. Anytime you want, you can listen 2-3 times. You can get an idea of Gita mein kya hai. More details, you study every sloka with all Bhashyam, you will enjoy. Thank you. Now we offer at the feet of Gita Mata and Bhagavan Krishna as a chanting. I thought of doing 3 chapters. Time is not there. We have to do Ramayana also. So 3 chapters we'll do instead of 4. The 3 are in the first Karma Shatkam, 5th chapter. Second in the Bhakti Shatkam, 12th chapter. In 3, the Jnana Shatkam, 15th chapter will study. 18th chapter before you sleep, you study today. ये आपके लिए छोड़ रहा हूँ मैं. बड़ा है, will take time. So we have to do other text also. We have our own daily schedule. So start chanting Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Panchamodhyayah Karma Sannyasa Yogaha Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Shamsasi Yachreya Etayorekam Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nishreya Sakarabhubhau तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते ज्ञेयस्य नित्य सन्यासी यो न द्वेष न कांक्षते निर्द्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सुखं बन्धात् प्रमुच्यते सांख्य योगो पृथक् बालाः प्रवदन्ति न पण्डिताः एकमप्यास्थितः सम्यक् उभयोर्विन्दते फलं यत्साङ्ख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं तद्योगैरभिगम्यते एकं सांख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति सन्न्यासस्तु महाबाहो दुःखमाप्तुमयोगतः योगयुक्तो मुनिर्ब्रह्मा न चिरेणाधिगच्छति योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते नैव किञ्चित् करोमीति युक्तो मन्येत तत्त्ववित् पश्यन् शृण्वन् स्पृशन् जिघ्रन् अश्नन् गच्छन् स्वपन् श्वसन् प्रलपन् विसृजन् गृह्णन् उन्मिषन् निविषन्नपि इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्त इति धारयन् ब्रह्मण्यादाय कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यतेन स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्भसा कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गं त्यक्त्वात्मशुद्धये युक्तः कर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्टिकीम् अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते सर्वकर्माणि मनसा सन्न्यस्यास्ते सुखं वशी नवद्वारे पुरे देहि नैव कुर्वन्न कारयन् न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफलसंयोगं स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवत् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानः तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणाः गच्छन्त्य पुनरावृत्तिं ज्ञाननिवृत्तकल्मषाः विद्याविनय सम्पन्ने ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिने शुनि चैव श्वपाके च पण्डिताः समदर्शिनः इहैव तैर्जितः सर्गः येषां साम्ये स्थितं ब्रह्म स्थितं मनः निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढः ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तात्मा विन्दत्यात्मनि यत्सुखं स ब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा सुखमक्षयमश्नुते ये हि संस्पर्शया भोगाः दुःखयोने एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न ते श्रवते बुधः शक्नोति हैव सोढुं प्राक् शरीरविमोक्षणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं सयुक्तस्य सुखी नरः योऽन्तः सुखोऽन्तरा रामः तथान्तर्ज्योतिरेव यः स योगी ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं ब्रह्मभूतोऽधिगच्छति लभन्ते ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं ऋषेक्षीणकल्मषाः छिन्नद्वैतायतात्मानः सर्वभूतैते रताः कामक्रोधवियुक्तानां यतीनां यतचेतसाम् अभितो ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं वर्तते वित्तात्मनां स्पर्शान् कृत्वा बहिर्बाह्यान् चक्षुश्चैवान्तरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानौ समौ कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यतेन्द्रियमनो बुद्धिः मुनिर्मोक्षपरायणः विगतेच्छाभयक्रोधः यस्यदा मुक्त एव सः भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सूर्यं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिमृच्छति ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे कर्मसन्न्यासयोगो नाम पंचमोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। देखो वी नेवर स्टार्ट, दैट्स अ प्रॉब्लम। इफ यू स्टार्ट देखो 3 मिनट में हो गया एक चैप्टर। कांट यू गिव 5-10 मिनट्स एवरी डे फॉर आवर गीता, द ग्रेट नेशनल टेक्स्ट। हम सबको सीखना है। यू नॉट स्टडी ऑल बिग उपनिषद्स एंड ऑल। गीता माता को तो पकड़ना भाई, उनके चरण में जाना शरण होकर। शी विल डू एवरी गुड टू अस। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ 12 भक्ति योगः। अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्योपेताः ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवं संनियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समुदयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतैते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्माप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसां मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मयि एव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः। अत चित्तं समादातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततः मामिच्छाप्तुं न निन्द्य अभ्यासेऽप्य समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि अतैतदपि शक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यथात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः त्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम् अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मयि अर्पितमनो बुद्धिः यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मान्नोद्विजते लोकः लोकान्नोद्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैः मुक्तो यस्य च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षशुचिर्दक्षः उदासीनो गतव्यदः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान्यः स मे प्रियः समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समस्सङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्तुरमतिः भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं परिभासते श्रद्धानामत्परमाः भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः। ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम 12 2.5 मिनट। Now 15th one. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ 15 पुरुषोत्तम योगः। श्री भगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमदः शाकम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखाः गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रबालाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिप्रस्था पुराणी निर्माणमोहातिसङ्गदोषाः अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तत् न तद्भासेते सूर्यः न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरमिदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामति ईश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं सिद्धं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्ति चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासेतेऽखिलं यच्छन्द्रमसि यच्छाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्युमामकं गामा विशिषभूतानि धारयाम्यहं ओजसा उष्णामि चौषधिः सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहं द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमपुरुषस्तन्यः परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्याभिवर्त्यप्य ईश्वरः यस्मात् क्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवमसम्मूढः जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत एते गोह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत ओम तत्सद इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु कृष्णार्पणमस्तु मस्तु श्री गीतादेवी चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु श्री वेदव्यास समस्त गीताचार्य चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु. Thank you, my dear friends. So, we have not missed celebrating our Geetha Jayanti. We have done whatever we could do, little bit. Thank you. In my mind, I have an idea of Bhagavatam, all 12 skandhas, Ramayanam, all 7 kanda, then all Upanishads, synopsis रूप में एक एक घंटा दो दो घंटा जैसे अभी गीता किया है ऐसा करने का है. Let us see if the Lord wants. Om Bhurvah Swaha. See, Ishavasvidam Sarvam, you can take up those 6-7 topics covered through the chanting that can be explained. So, to Kathopanishad, all the 6 valleys, Prashnopanishad, 6 Prashnas, the Mandukya Upanishad, the 4 Prakaranas, we can do. Even Patanjali Yoga Darshanam, Samadhi, Vibhuti, Kaivalya, all the Pada, Sadhana Pada. So, those who are a little interested, they can get benefit. Om, thank you. Let us do one Arti now for our Geeta Ji. We go for our Ramayana class for half an hour only. Then we will conclude the day. Om. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्यमे तस्य वासः सर्वमिदं नारायण वाद. मंगलम श्री गुरु गीता. बोल श्री परब्रह्म भगवान की जय, महाविष्णु भगवान की जय, कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता मैया की जय. बोल श्री वेदव्यास आदि शंकरादि समस्त गीताचार्य की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. ओम जय भगवद गीते मय जय भगवद गीते, हरि कमल विहारिणि सुंदर सुपुनीते. ओम जय भगवद गीते कर्म सुमर्म प्रकाशिन काम शक्ति हरा ज्ञान प्रकाश विद्या ब्रह्म परा. ओम जय भगवद गीते निश्चल भक्ति विदायिनी निर्मल सुखकारी. No, Geetha Arati also somewhere there. Long back it was there. I don't remember now. So, night before sleeping you can do Om Jaya Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jaya Bhagavad Gita, Hariya Kamala Viharini, Sundara Supunite. Om Jaya Bhagavad Gita, Karma Sumarma Prakashini, Kama Sakti Hara, Tattva Jnana Prakashini, Vidya Brahma Para. ओम जय भगवद गीते निश्चल भक्ति विदायिनी निर्मल मलहारी शरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी समविधि सुखकारी. ओम जय भगवद गीते राग द्वेष विदारिणी कारिणी मोद सदा भव भयहारिणी तारिणी परमानंद प्रदा. ओम जय भगवद गीते आसुर भाव विनाशिनी नाशिनी तमरजनी दैवी सद्गुणदायिनी हरिरसिका सजनी. ओम जय भगवद गीते समता त्याग सिखावनी हरिमुख की वाणी सकल शास्त्रस्य प्रदायिनी विद्या समता त्याग सिखावनी हरिमुख की बाणी, हाँ, विद्या ब्रह्म प्रदायिनी श्रुतियों की रानी, ओम जय भगवत गीते। इन दिस वे सकल शास्त्र की स्वामिनी सब विधि सुखकारी, ओम जय भगवत गीते, ओम जय भगवत गीते, मय जय भगवत गीते, हरि कमल विहारिणि सुंदर सुपुनीते, ओम जय भगवत गीते। हाँ, देन हरि पद प्रेम दान कर अपनो कर लीजे, ओम जय भगवद गीते। दैट इज द लास्ट लाइन। हरि पद प्रेम दान कर, गुरु पद प्रेम दान कर, प्रभु पद प्रेम दान कर, अपनो कर लीजे, ओम जय भगवद गीते। Thank you. We are concluding this class for all the reasons and joy. Hari Om. टेकन टाइम, बट क्या करें, लेना पड़ता है कभी कभी, अब नहीं तो कम। We'll do Adhyatma Ramayana, just 20 minutes.